Some of the YouTube ghouls. All right, let's go live on YouTube. It takes so long to like load in. All right, hello. Sorry, I'm sick. Hello, YouTube. Before we get into the project, we're ranking Halloween candies. So feel free to agree or disagree strongly with my taste here. Hang on a second, I'm moving the chat over to here. Welcome in, broskies. We're doing a candy tier list. Look, man, Halloween is this week. Okay? We gotta get this out of the way fast. Also, I don't think the project's gonna take that long today, so I'm fine with losing a little bit of time. I don't know, actually. We'll see. It depends on how many problems we have with it. We'll see if I hope I don't make myself sick. I'm already kind of sick. All right, hang on. What are we in here? We're on, we've been ranking the candies. I'm about to hit you with a controversial one. Almond Joy? Literally my favorite candy to get. I know this one's controversial, because some of you guys, I understand, you've just come out of the terrible twos, you're maybe 3 or 4 years old, your palate hasn't expanded to understand that coconut is a good flavor yet. That's fine. I understand. The Almond Joy, though, if you appreciate the coconut, you know that it's maybe one of the best candies you can possibly obtain. I like Mounds. That's, no one's ever preferred a Mounds. What are you talking about? I've always liked Mounds more. No one ever gave out Mounds. It was always just Almond Joy. It's a good flavor, but the texture sucks. I'll accept that. I like it, but I understand other people not liking it. Baby Ruth. This was like, this was a B tier candy. I was never big on these, but I also didn't have them much. Caramel Apple Pops. Last gone. Easy. Easy, last gone. And while we're doing last gones, throw the Charleston Chew down there too. Now, I think I only got one of these like once or twice. Was never a huge fan of them. They're just too chewy, man. As the namesake would suggest. Mr. Goodbar, this is like a B tier. I wouldn't get too excited. It was basically just a Hershey bar, but they threw some other shit in there. Someone on YouTube said Bounty is SS tier. Bounties are good. It's a milk chocolate Almond Joy minus the almond. But like at that point, I don't mind the almond being there. They're good if you freeze them. The Charleston Chew, good to know. I'm going in with unfrozen knowledge. I kind of like Double Bubble. It's low B tier because it was kind of like the slop at the bottom. But like, I kind of liked it because you could blow crazy bubbles with it. It was way bigger than it should have been able to do. Swedish Fish is trash tier. Like, actually ass. Alright, I'm gonna go through all the donos and subs here in a bit, by the way, when I switch to the camera. Because they're all printing out of the receipt printer, and it's like... You're gonna see how much paper there is there, okay? Alright, hang on. Blow Pops? Also straight into the trash. They're so bad, dude. They're so fucking bad. I don't want the texture of chewing on a lollipop and then there's something that I can't swallow in the middle. It's just ass. It's just ass. Atomic Fireball, also trash. Not like straight to the trash, but it's last gone for sure. Tootsie Roll, I literally would throw these away. Now, here they show the full palette of Tootsie Rolls. And that's a little different because the vanilla ones are kind of good. But the traditionals are shit. Fun Dip? I actually quite liked Fun Dip. I don't think it's very good. But whenever you got one, it was kind of exciting, you know? I don't know how to describe it. It was an activity. I liked it more than the Kisses, that's for sure. There's normal Tootsie Rolls on the list? Wait, is there? Wait, where? Oh, there is. Bump this up to B tier then. The vanilla ones are good. Bump this up here. The vanilla ones are quite good. Normal Tootsie, I mean, I've already said my take, so straight into the trash. Literally, bottom of the trash tier. They were They were fodder to throw at other kids. The Tootsie Roll Pop, it elevated the Tootsie Roll a little bit, but they were still last gone. Fruit Roll-Up, that was B tier. Those were pretty solid. Fruit Gushers, I never got one of these as Halloween, but this is like A tier. This was like one of my favorite snacks. For sure, for sure. Gold Bears, last gone. No one's eating gummy bears, man. That shit sucks. Hard Candy Werther's Original, bottom of B tier. The chewy ones are just a little bit better. I like these a little more now than before. Fruit Roll-Up, not A. Yeah, I never like the format of the Fruit Roll-Up. Now, understand this, because a fruit by the foot is basically just a fruit roll-up, right? But it's long. It's a long strip instead of a big sheet. And I would always prefer, like, fruit by the foot, I would say, is like an A tier. But, like, the fruit roll-up, the way you eat it is just so awkward. You gotta peel it off the wax paper, unroll it, peel off the wax paper. It's all over your hands, and you gotta, like, shove it in your mouth. The fruit by the foot, you'd peel the wax off the bottom, stick the strip in your mouth, and you'd slurp that shit up like 1 centimeter at a time as you were chewing on it. It was just a better format of the same thing. Heath Bar, this was pretty solid. I was putting that in like an A tier. I like the crunch. Oh, baby. Butterfinger, this is an easy first gone. This is like one of the best ones you could possibly get. Hot tamales, trash. I hated cinnamon flavored candies, man. Atomic Fireball's only getting a little bit of credibility here. All right, Lemon Heads. Now, controversial take. This is first gone. I love Lemon Heads. Maybe one of the best. Maybe one of the best snacks ever created. The best candies ever created. Hot tamales goated? Nah, straight into the trash they go. I fear you're wrong about that one. Lemon Heads are great though. Love them. Jolly Ranchers? They're not trash, but they're last gone for sure. The blue raspberry ones mogged the others. Like, blue raspberry is like high B tier, low A tier. All the other ones are like trash tier. Junior Mints? High A tier. I love Junior Mints. Lemon Heads are best. All other heads were wrong. I didn't know there were other heads. Ring Pops? I hated these. These were last gone. Payday? This was trash. Not into the trash, but it was last gone. Literally, they stripped the chocolate out of a chocolate bar. Toblerone? I've never had one. This is, I think, one of the only things. Oh, I've never had this Mamba either. Is that the only ones? It's been too long since I've had a Sugar Daddy. I've never had a Zero Bar. Okay, those are the ones that I haven't had. All right, hang on a second. Payday slap, though. Toblerone, to this day, I've never had a Toblerone. I don't know what they taste like. I think it's like hazelnut or some shit. Peanut M&Ms. Once again, the problem with the M&Ms is that there's like 3 of them in the bag that you get in a Halloween stash. Milk Duds, this is fodder to throw at other children. This is the worst of... Like, basically, if it came in a little box and it wasn't Nerds, it was pretty trash. Sorry, Milk Duds are like bottom barrel. They get stuck in your teeth like nothing else. Milky Way is basically a shitty Snickers bar. They've removed one of the better things from the Snickers. It's still A tier, though. It's not high A tier, but it's there. I'd say it's around on par with a Three Musketeers. I've not had it now or later. Apple... You know this shit was last gone. That shit was rotten by the time it got there. Raisinets. You were getting your house egged if you gave those out. Actually, no. That's reserved for toothbrush. No one ever gave me a toothbrush growing up as Halloween candy. We didn't have a neighborhood like that. They were giving out candy. Skittles, low B tier. Never been a big fan. Smarties, high B tier. I don't know why I like these, because they're arguably worse than Skittles. But I don't know. They just always lasted longer. Starburst was never a big fan. Candy corn. I actually loved candy corn. This was higher up in here. I know that you guys hate it. I know that it's a common internet Redditor opinion to hate candy corn, but I quite like candy corn actually. Twix, this is a first gone. Twix is a top shelf. Warheads Extreme Sour, never liked these. I give them to my brother though. He loved those. York Patties, these are a solid A tier. I loved them. Right up there with the Junior Mints. And then Whoppers. All right, maybe crazy. This was in the first gone rotation. Those were awesome. They came in a little, if you bought them at the store, they came in like a milk carton. But if you got them in your Halloween candy, they came in a little like tube, and you would squeeze the end of the tube and the Whopper would pop out the other end, so you could stick it in your mouth and go and pop the 3 Whoppers in the wrapper. Oh yeah, it was fun to eat. Huge chocolate bias. Yeah, I am not a chewy candy enjoyer. I never liked fruit snacks and the like. Growing up, I was never a big fan. I like chocolate and like, you know, that the standard ilk of chocolate. Nerds is like one of the few exceptions. Nerds and Lemon Heads up here. Fun Dip, as I said, is actually not that great. It just was like exciting to get for some reason. It's an activity. Y'all smoke and have zero palate? The entire trash category is all my faves. I wish I knew you as a kid. I would trade you 5 Tootsie Rolls to 1 Reese Cup. The best thing about when I was a kid, the greatest part was that the amount of kids that didn't like Almond Joy. They'd give that shit away for nothing. They'd give it away for basically free, which was crazy. Zero bar? I mean, this is the I don't know what these are tier. I've never had a zero bar. I've never had these before. The best part of the Fun Dip is the sugar stick. You're actually so right. It is. All right, let's switch over to the webcam. I've got the 3D printer going right now. We're printing out an extra little thing. I've already printed the main one. I'm printing a spare right now. I'll explain here in a bit. But first I have some thank yous in order. Every time someone subs or gifts anything, it goes and prints out a receipt. Alright, hang on. Hang on. I'm getting my chat up over here on the tablet. Start reading, brother. Yeah, I got some work to do here. Come on, chat, load in. Fucking lock in, brother. You updated Firefox. Wow, that's awesome. Can you pull up Twitch? Can you pull up my... Oh my gosh, dude. Does it not... Oh, I had to switch the thing that I read chat on because it broke. The old one broke. Alright, give me a second. I gotta go through. Rest in peace for your throat. Yeah, I'll do my best. My apologies. My apologies for running a fever. I've got, my energy is recovering, but my sinuses are not. King Kashova, thank you for the T2. I appreciate it. For 8 months. Bless up. Color Red, thank you for the 12 months. Can't believe it's been 12 months. That's insane. You've become my favorite Twitch channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate ya. Finn Martins, thank you for the 13 months. Nutty, Wait a second. This person didn't subscribe. That's a test message I sent. I was gonna say, that's the guy that... Nutty is the streamer that invented the thing. The Prince. Maybe do a double take there for a second. And then I remembered that the printer wasn't working when I was getting stream set up, and I pressed the print. I pressed the print test system thing. Alright, hang on. Oh my gosh, what? Stop updating shit! Motherfucker! The thing that prints? The receipt printer. the printer. Silent Doggy, thank you for the T3. I appreciate you. For 4 months as well. Pyro, thank you for the T3 for 18 months. Thank you. King Kashova, thank you for the gift sub. The Tobbs is my fave. Queen Caffeine, thank you for the 12 months of Prime. Massive Goose, thank you for the 3 months. iPunk, thank you for the 100 bits. Welcome back. Appreciate you. King Kashova, thank you for the 100 bits. Bull Shannon, thank you for the 2 months. OxyClean, thank you for the 21 months of T3. Holy shit. Tomato, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate you. Marl Jura, thank you for the Prime sub. Long John Johnson, thank you for the 5 months of Prime. This is from the Ham Raid. Hyperion Red, who has a picture of the Clanker shirt on their, as their profile pic. Thank you for the 6 months. I'm turning the fan on. I'm sweating a little bit, even though it's kind of cold here. Hylic, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate you. Iron Man, thank you for the 3 months. Mega PC, thank you for the 19. King Epic, thank you for the 4 months. Actual 606, thank you for the 3 months. Genuously Ironic, thank you for the 3 months. Bisque, thank you for the 6 months. I remember you. Oh, and you linked the Halloween candy tier list that we just did. Bless up. All right, Bala, thank you for the gift sub. Think Too Much, thank you for the 69. A. Lamau. My imaginary friend says you're cool. Hell yeah, brother. Sounds like a cool dude. Thank you for the resub, L colon Q, for 31 months. Also great seeing you at TwitchCon, brother. Gold Dumplings, thank you for the 3. Aya Intre, thank you for the bits. If you got a theme scarf perchance, is there a theme you'd like wearing? I'll think on that one. Wiggly Worms, thank you for the 4 months. If you're new, type feet. Get out of here, King Kashova, motherfucker. You're trying to fool the ignorant new boys. Trucker Wolf, thank you for the 12 months. Two Misi, thank you for the 12 months. 11 billion Alaskan crabs, thank you for the 3 months. 6'7" or whatever the kids say these days. No, it's 6'1" now, bro. It's a new meme. Marlger, thank you for the gift sub. Red Mage Love, thank you for the fresh sub. Mr. Bum, thank you for the 2 months. Holy shit, it's taking me... Firefox, what the fuck are you doing? Where's my chat? Stop typing the feet command. You're getting bamboozled, you idiots. Reefer Fan, thank you for the 3 months. Something in Japanese, thank you for the 4 months. I'm sorry I can't read your name. Lord Pigger, thank you for the 5 months. I just keep coming back for more, huh? And you'll do it again. And you'll do it again. AV Fusion, thank you for the gift sub to Rotting Skeleton. Gingy, thank you for the fresh sub. Locke, thank you for the Prime sub. LWK Aiden, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Crackhead Electronics, thank you for the 5 months. Infernal Servant, thank you for the 12 months. Fish Pit, thank you for the 5 British pounds. Ad block tax. Hell yeah, brother. Electric Cube Rhubarb, thank you for the 25 months. Aya Intre. Dylan Allis has some amazing recipes for homemade almond joys and York patties. Oh, gotta try that sometime. I have been thinking maybe doing a stream where I try to make my own candy bars from scratch. Be good to do around Halloween too, even if maybe we're a little after. That'd be kind of cool. Thank you for the 500 bits. Jedi Mega Man, thank you for the 7 months. No Mars bar on this list. I've never gone a Mars bar in my life. Where do you live? Solar Kitsune, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm making a mushroom man out of clay. What color do you want the cap to be? Green. That's awesome. Sty, thank you for the 20 months. Raisinets slap and are overly hated. Not as much as the other things that were above it. Indeed, thank you for the $10. I want to be on a receipt. I took this out of my college fund. Congratulations, you are on a receipt. I'm sure that was a good use of your time. Of your time and money. Hyenas, thank you for the prime. Halo Smith, thank you for the 8 months. Anyone? I'm not reading these, Koshova. You're trying to bamboozle them. Candace Squirrel. Candace Squirrel fit in your ass, Lamau. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the 5 pounds. Thanks for making me laugh, funny anime lab coat, man. I'm honored. Bib Smith, thank you for the 3 months. MF Wob, thank you for the fresh prime sub. CNC Pubic Factory? What does that mean? Thank you for the 9 months. Kyle, thank you for the 2 months. Chungles, thank you for the fresh sub. This 97-year-old streamer reads his donations the old-fashioned way. I think it adds a little bit of a nice touch for me to read them off to you guys from a paper receipt. Before, a lot of them went missing, but now it's a literal queue to go through, so I don't miss anyone. J-Man Blue, thank you for the 5 months. Princess Diana, thank you for the fresh sub. Holy shit, they're alive? Rose of K, thank you for the 3 months on tier 3. Holy cannoli. Thank you, brother. 203 Luke, thank you for the 5 months. Alcohol bong stream. Okay, I think people don't know what a beer bong is. I'm not, because someone was like, your lungs are going to be cooked. Bro, I'm not smoking the alcohol. It's just a thing that you drink beer fast through. That said, this thing that I made 2 weeks ago, this is a device where you smoke the alcohol. We're not making that today. We already did that. Thank you for the 5 months, though. Soul Eater, thank you for the 2 months. Lily Anita, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate you. Hang on. Litvion, thank you for the fresh prime sub. Game Pro 90, thank you for the prime sub. And King Kashova, thank you for the bits. Type at balance to check your sig balance. Is that real advice, or is that fake advice? I don't actually know if it does that. Got that thing on hand? It's just still sitting here. I haven't cleaned it all up. I've been a little bit busy. Yo, huge dino. 270. Thank you for the prime sub for 3 months. Sorry. I saw that their Twitch profile pic is a picture of a dinosaur, and it has like fucking like a logo text that says huge dino under it. And that's kind of funny. Fear the roar. That's such like a gaming clan type logo deal. That's pretty epic. All right, before I'm done with my shillery, did you guys on YouTube, did you know today's the last day to get the UO plush? So if you want it before it's gone forever, this is the last day to pre-order it. And then I have links on the Twitch, and I think links on the YouTube as well, but we can post one over there. Cubis, thank you for the fresh prime sub. I appreciate you. Aye. Holy shit. Funny Thief, thank you for the $2. I passed my math test. Hell yeah, dude. 65 of 75? Hell yeah, brother. Nice job. That's a weird scale. They've graded out of 75. Zoe, thank you for the 2 months. And Weather Wizard, thank you for the 3 months. And Marl Ajur, can you wish me a happy birthday? Is tomorrow? Oh yeah, happy birthday, Marl. Marl Ajur. I'll be live tomorrow, so if you pop in, I'll try to remember to hit you with it. Again. Aye. He said it's our last day, Chad. He's threatening us. No, not yet. Thank you for the 8 months, though, Schmebby. Alright, so, I mentioned today's stream does have a sponsor. And I want I said it's a good one, and I mean that. There is a reason why I have, because I don't think I've ever put a camera on the 3D printer before, But I have it over here as I print a second copy of this little jig that I modeled up. That's because we're sponsored by Bamboo, who is the maker of the 3D printer that I've used the last 2 years, and also of this lovely Bamboo A1 that they sent me for the stream. This is one that I reached out to them and I said, hey, I like the stuff you make. I use their printer all the time. I talk about it being one of the most reliable things that I have in my workshop. And it's a printer that I really like. And I was like, hey, would you like to sponsor a project? And they were like, yes. So they sent me this one. I hadn't used the A1 before. I printed off a Vinci here, though. Hang on, where'd I put my Vinci? And then I'm printing this guy off as well. You can see I've got both the, it might actually run out of filament. I can see it's down to its bare. I have both the official Bamboo filament, and then I also have some third-party filament on there. It works with either one pretty well. But I'm printing this one, at least starting with the green that I have. I printed this guy using third-party filament with the A1. Real nice work, considering that it has a, it doesn't have an enclosure around it to keep the heat up. Because generally when you're printing, the reason why they enclose them is that it's able to keep the temperature more consistent, which keeps things from warping. So, this was printed on the new one. This, which is what we're going to be using for today's project, was printed on my old one, which is a Bamboo P1S. And then I'm printing that guy over there using the dual filament system. So it has, that white is support filament. It's not designed to be like, for you to like print something out of. It's designed so that it breaks away really easy from the existing PLA. And then it's able to print with up to 4 colors at once if you want to do multicolor. But in this case, I'm using that as the support because on this guy, I use traditional tree supports, and you can see that it's got a little more of a rough texture where I had to peel all the support layers off, and it's kind of scratched a little bit because I had to like scrape it. So I don't normally do this because it takes longer to print, but I wanted to try it out on this new guy. What does that mean, the filament? Oh, the filament's the plastic that you use to print. And the one that I'm printing here with, because it's 2 color, so the one is the actual plastic that's gonna make the device, which is gonna be, it's gonna be this guy. Let me zoom out, actually. We're a little too claustrophobic. So I modeled a couple pieces for this. The idea, I'm going out of order. I'll give the spiel on what project we're working on here in a bit. But these are 2 pieces that I custom molded for these. And these are real high infill. They're nice and heavy. I want them to be pretty sturdy. But because it has things that stick out both sides, in order to print it, you need to print support under it. So on this one, I printed a bunch of supports that I pried off. And on this one, I'm printing using a filament that's supposed to separate from the base very easily. If you remove the NFC tag, you can print anything out of the support PLA for the worst quality experience. Yes. Yeah, so the reason why I like these printers and why I ask them, and this is like, you know, evaluate what you want to do. Because some people, they like their Ender 2s and, or sorry, their Ender 3s and such. And they like being able to, like, mess with the circuit and mess with the hardware and change stuff on the printer. And that's, like, part of the hobby for them. And Bamboo is not really, I would say they don't really make stuff for that kind of involvement. It's the Apple of 3D printers. You just send it something and it works, and it almost always works. And I could say from the one that I've been using for 2 years now, it's like I very rarely have prints fail, and when I do, it's normally because I like slice them wrong. Don't call me out on my 4 Vorons. I understand why people like stuff like that, but for me, I've had... Let's see, before I had the P1S and this A1, I had a Monoprice MP10, I had an Ender 3, and then the first one I ever had was a Prusa i3 that I built. And none of them stand close, man. I always had to spend my time calibrating it. And even the Monoprice had like auto calibration, but it was never quite right. And there was always stuff not working right on it. And with these guys, I just say, print this, and it sends it to it wirelessly, and it prints out. You can see it's the little tower over there is where it flushes the head out in between filament types here. The Prusa are so shit. Back in 2016 when I built it, man, it was... we didn't have very many options. Nowadays, we have options, and you can buy something like this. This setup with the filament switcher is like a few $100s. Like, for what it is, it's incredibly affordable. Especially given that it has the multi-filament. Which is something they're kind of pioneering here. Gotta get one for your dad. I was thinking, because I've considered getting an A1 Mini. So that's the A1, which is the like, because it goes A1 Mini, which is a smaller version of that. It's an open frame. It's got the AMS light. The AMS is the thing that switches between all the filaments. And it's got a smaller build platform. I've considered getting one for my younger siblings. Because it's easy. And you could like load a model from your tablet or whatever if you wanted to. So it's like real easy to mess with, and you won't have stuff breaking where you needed to have like technical knowledge to fix it, you know? But then it goes up. It's Mini, A1, and then that guy, and then P1S, and then I believe X1 Carbon, I think? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Does it auto level? Yes, it auto calibrates everything. I literally took it out of the box, put it together with the instructions, pressed a button, it calibrated everything, had like made sure, you know, it was hitting all the in-stops and all the stuff worked, and then printed this Benchy basically perfect. Like, I cannot find any flaw on this. I'm actually surprised that it did so well without being in an enclosure. What about a giveaway? They didn't give me a giveaway, okay? Also, whoever edits this into the YouTube video. Give some of my 3D printing rundown. Hang on, wait. Yeah, pass me back some of that 3D printing rundown for the sponsored spot. It makes it easier for me to edit it. The A1 Mini is a cantilever design. The full-size A1. Yeah, it's double... Well, it's double by dimensions. It's, what would that be? 8 times by volume. Yeah, the nozzle wiping setup on these is good. It's why it's spitting all the little boogers to the side. You can see every time it swaps the filament, it goes and, like, flushes out the head, and then it has a little servo on the left-hand side that goes and knocks the piece off the end of the nozzle. Which is pretty handy. I didn't realize it did that with my P1S, and when I moved the shelf that I keep the printer on, there was just a giant pile of, like, 3D print boogers underneath the thing that had been shoved behind the shelf. I didn't realize that it was chucking them back there. Now I have a little container that they fall in, but I literally didn't realize it did that. Would a sponsored giveaway be a possibility? I'll ask them. All the sponsor links and everything will be given with the YouTube video that comes out for this. So, they're mostly sponsoring the video, but they gave me this printer, and this is going to be edited into the video. So I'm giving my rundown on it here. You know what I haven't done? Shit, man. I didn't give you the rundown. I got so distracted, I haven't given you the rundown on what we're doing today. Editor, pretend that I did this in a different order so that it doesn't look embarrassing. Do some, we're doing some experimental non-linear editing. All right. Today, we're gonna build the Mega Chug. Basically, we're gonna build I say a straw, but it's more of a container. We're gonna build, hang on, what's a fancy way to say it? We're building an advanced drink delivery system that will allow you to chug some amount of liquid really, really fast. And now I thought of a couple different ways to do this. The original prototype looked more like a thick straw and it had like a little impeller in it. But then I was like, hang on, we're gonna have to grease the impeller and we're gonna have, like, the grease is gonna get into the drink that you're drinking. I was like, I don't know. I was working on some designs with that. I never really liked where it was going. So then I did a little modifying, and I eventually decided instead we're gonna go with a pressurized container system. So basically we're gonna have the container of liquid, of the drink. On the top, there will be a valve to allow pressurized air into the container, which will push on the top of the liquid, and then there's gonna be a straw going down into the bottom of the liquid. The top will be sealed. The pressurized air is gonna push the water or drink of some sort out the straw, and then up through the top of the container and out. Now, what I've decided to use for this... Hang on. I'm fucking coughing and sneezing up a storm, man. I'm losing my mind. Zooms to hide chat. Toxic does not have access to the Twitch chat, and he's rage typing that his Ender 3 works better with tomatoes, bamboo, with calibration. Toxic, listen. I don't want newcomers here to get the impression that I would shame someone for not being able to afford something that's a little nicer. I would never do that. What you need to understand is Toxic is an active antagonist in this stream. So when I say he's mad 'cause poor, it's not a knock against people who can't have whatever I'm using. It's a knock against him specifically because every time he has something that's worse, he writes like a multi-paragraph coat post about it. It's in the name? I know! Did you describe a French press but with a straw? Not really. The French press has a mesh, so it's not really creating like a vacuum seal type thing. It's a little bit different. The container, by the way. So I used this before with my beard chiller. I bought these acrylic tubes. So I'm using similar tech to that. We got some 5-minute epoxy. I'm gonna attach the bottom and top, really, because we can fill it through the hose hole. We're gonna use some epoxy to attach a bottom and top. We'll cut this short. I don't need it to be this long. It's wrapped in stuff, but it's actually clear once I take that off. Just leaving that on there so that when I cut it, it keeps it from getting too scuffed. But we'll epoxy the bottom and top on. Hopefully creates a watertight seal. Then fill with drink, put in the straw thing. I've 3D printed this custom lid, and then this is the cap, and then this custom lid. And the way this works is this part goes inside the container, so you see it has this ring that'll allow it to nest on here. And then it has this, which is a little barbed end. We can cram this guy on. I'll have a zip tie to help it as well. So the hose can go on there. This is going to be our straw that goes down to the bottom of the container, down in there. And then this just passes through and it'll go out the top, and this is what you drink out of. And then if you're like, okay, but where does the pressure come from? Ah, my friend, see, that's what this is for. This is where we're going to thread in. And you'll notice I made it a little smaller. I made the hole a little smaller than the fitting. Because the idea is that I thread it in and the threads cut into the plastic, because it's pretty high infill. It cuts into the plastic, and then it seals better than if I, you know, tried to print the thread in the hole itself. And we have a couple different things that we can provide pressure with. We'll go through those here in a bit. It's not a waterboarding attachment, okay? You say what's gonna happen to the battle bots? There will be a future event on my channel. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for a actual conclusion to all the work I put into building all those bots. Now, what I am realizing is I maybe should have made another threaded cap that I could pour the liquid in easier, instead of making it so I have to take out my pneumatic attachment. But that would have been another point of failure, so you're welcome. We're gonna just keep it as is. I think that'll be fine. This is a long-ass message. Hang on a second. Icy Floridian, thank you for the 5 months. That printer's smooth as hell. Hell yeah, brother. Ham, thank you for 12 months. I appreciate it. So much has happened in the past year, it feels like longer. Things look a lot different. Hell yeah, brother. Proud of how much you've grown. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Ham, and thank you for being a great mod. I love having you around. Aye. I can't believe it's been a whole year, actually. That's pretty wild. Yummy Salad, thank you for the $1.37. Eat biofuels. The duality of chatters. Lovely heartfelt message. $1 donation, message, eat biofuel. Fear in LJ, thank you for the 7 months. Jack Parsons Laboratory, thank you for the fresh sub. Avenged Live, thank you for the fresh sub. Someone actually, thank you for the $5. Will you be making a bum chug variant? No, I will not. Motherfucker, what is this? Print, motherfucker. Pepsi Cola, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate you. It was a goated mod. There's like 3 mods that do the heavy lifting of this chat, and I'm thankful to all my mods, but I am especially thankful to the guys that go above and beyond to make sure this place is running smoothly. Chugging gas and crunching charcoal, exactly as our malevolent alien creators intended. We got, so, I've got a couple different gas variants that we have here. You remember this guy? This is from the beer cooling one. This is an adapter that I've stepped down into this. And it takes one of these little CO2 cartridges. Now, someone was fucking telling me off for using these things. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like 90% sure they think these are whippets. These are not whippets. These are not drug. This is CO2 gas. You're breathing in a lot of it right now. But I have other options. I don't just have these. Alright, I shouldn't do that. It'll tap and blast out the end. I also have, liquid CO2, which is gonna cause some freezing issues, probably. And then I have a giant tank of oxygen that I can hook up. I can also just hook up compressed air. But that's a little less exciting, I feel like. I like the idea of using the high pressure. I have this needle valve, which can actually hold back the, like, 2,000 PSI that one of these has. Because previously, I believe I tried to use... What was it? Hang on a second. It was this guy, I think. This little lever. And this guy is only good up to like 200 PSI, so it just leaked by immediately. But this needle valve can withstand a lot more. It's a little more durable. Made for industrial application. But it's not as fast. You can't just like... You have to untwist it. Well, they thought you were one of those people huffing the CO2 from a SodaStream canister on Twitter. Why? Why would you huff CO2? Okay, wait, hang on. Answer me that. I gotta piss. Answer me that when I come back. Goon Sesh ruined. I think the mods are up to some brilliant work again. Thank you. CO2 huffers are wait, what? Okay, hang on. Can someone explain to me why people are huffing CO2? It's literally like the shit you exhale. It's nothing. This is gonna be another popcorn device situation, just make a drink cannon? I don't know, I'm kind of more afraid that this isn't gonna be powerful enough. That's like, unironically, my main fear is that it's gonna just be like, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, that sucks. I'm afraid it's gonna be sad. Now we just burp and fart right into the mic. Welcome back, everyone. Stridian, thank you for the 24 months. Spicy Noodle Man, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Hinkashova, thank you for the bits. And Okimyasha, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Hang on, wait, there's more. I'm trying to get to them all. Had Prime, might as well use it. Hell yeah, brother. Aurora, thank you for the 2 months. And Mondo Bondo, thank you for the $1. Can't wait for the Christmas beer. It's gonna be Christmas vinegar, I fear. Will these containers carbonate drinks too? You know, okay, hang on. If I use CO2 and I'm able to keep it pressurized enough, it might actually... Well, like if I closed off the straw, it might actually be able to carbonate the water because, because CO2 is very soluble in water. I mean, that's how you get sodas and stuff, right? Huh. I never even thought of that. That might be working. Needs a carbonation stone or time to carbonate it. The fuck you mean a carbonation stone? I need to craft my carbonator stone with my my CO2 water. I have a CO2 carbonator. It literally just blasts the CO2 into the water and then it's sealed and you kind of shake it around a little and then open it and it's pressurized. Oh, C6 Glassy Guy, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. And Squirmy Flesh, thank you for the 3 months. And Jack the Stripper, thank you for the fresh Primes. Sorry, not even a Prime. Thank you for the fresh sub. Jack the Stripper. As in, as an epic reference to Jack the Ripper, famous serial killer. What a name! Only here, man. Alright, let's start getting our stuff made up. Now, I have this long-ass tube, but I think I might have one that I've already cut. Let me just see if it's there or not. Also, we're definitely gonna run out of filament soon on this thing. But, as a further glazing the sponsor, even though I didn't intend to do this, it has a feature where it detects when you're out of filament and it lets you put more in so it doesn't fuck up the whole print. It's real nice. Hang on a second. Let me get my other tube. My other big acrylic tube. So I know I have one somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. It's literally right here. Alright. Well, that's going to save us some time. Shit's already cut. The Mega Chugger. That's what they called me in high school. That's what they called your mother, A. Lamau. Aye. Messed Up Badger, thank you for the fresh sub. You have a 3000 PSI carbonator? I don't know what it steps the pressure down to, I'll be real. An MD Hunter, thank you for the fresh sub. Alright. Let's get on my 5-minute epoxy, baby. Thank you, JB Weld, creator of jank fixes for things everywhere. At what point does this become less like less about the device and more about what a human throat can reasonably accommodate? I mean, what we're basically going for here, right, is, we're trying to create a water hose that you can make any of the liquid be what comes out of the hose. So, I don't know, I feel like for, like, 1 second, you can probably, like, throat the water hose pretty well. I feel like I've done that before. I don't know. This is a learning experience. This is a learning experience of throat goat proportions. We will find out what the human limit is. I can already taste the JB Weld. You're actually so right. I haven't even opened it yet, and when you said that, I could immediately, like, telegraph the exact smell and taste of the epoxy. You're actually so right. Oh, shit. I hope it doesn't make whatever I'm drinking taste like epoxy resin. It should be set up by the time we're, like, fully testing the thing. Here, I'm trying to deburr this because it's got a little bit of a bird edge. You can tell, I can tell that when I cut this last, I used a, not a grinding wheel on an angle grinder because it melted the plastic. You get an allergy to JB Weld? Yeah, it's literally just epoxy. And you can get an allergy to epoxy. When I was at TwitchCon, I met someone who was like talking about, oh yeah, they have like a craft channel on YouTube. And I eventually realized that I'd watched their channel before. They're one of the guys that do those like epoxy table builds that get like freebooted fucking everywhere. I was like, oh, that's cool. Not the person though that I was just thinking of because you said, can you get an allergy to it? And I remember there was a different YouTuber who did a lot of epoxy crafts. They did all this stuff with epoxy resin, and they apparently never, like, used any ventilation or whatever, and it absolutely fucked up their throat. Like, they had to be, like, hospitalized, and now they, like, talk like, they've been smoking for 40 years. At TwitchCon, I met some ass who will love smoking, and I gave him 200 pack of Japanese cigarettes. Yeah, hang on a second. Did I show you guys this? I showed it on Twitter, but there's some of you that haven't seen this. Let me get these real fast. I don't know who could have possibly gotten me these, but someone who was just in Japan brought me back this pack of flavored Lucky Strikes, and for some reason the smoking warning on the package is that it destroys your balls. I'm not really sure why that's what they went with. Also, it is kind of crazy that they have a 4-flavor mix of cigs, because that's been illegal in the US for a really long time. You can't flavor cigarettes to be tasty. It does? Yeah, apparently. Okay, but Lucky's though? I posted this on Twitter and people started arguing about Lucky Strikes in the comments. And they were like, Lucky Strikes are ass, they're garbage. And other people be like, nah, you just can't handle it because you're a pussy. I get the impression that they are a very harsh cigarette. I've never smoked a Lucky Strike before. But now I have 200. Also, this box of, this carton of 200 cigarettes apparently costs $25 USD. So, you know. There's a reason why everyone in Japan be smoking, I think. 23? That's crazy. It's like $18 for one pack around here. That's cheap as hell. 200 ball-destroying cigs. Yeah, you know, everyone loved and definitely wasn't put off by the weird ball jacuzzi fertility device. I should do another stream where I smoke 100 Lucky Strikes and see if it destroys my testes. That sounds awesome. Japan is unfriendly to smokers, though? No. Not from what everyone that I was talking to that just got back from Japan was talking about how literally everyone smokes there. And, like, they have, like, entire, like, infrastructure set up for people to be smoking all the time. At Min in chat. At Min in chat, if you suck in really hard, can you make your balls go back inside your body? No. Did you really work at NASA? Yeah, but I was an intern at NASA. I didn't build the rockets. I think I've gotten the edge off of that. It's not going to nest in properly otherwise. Also, I saw someone ask, I'll say again, it's wrapped in plastic wrap. It's actually clear. I just leaving the wrap on until I've got it mostly squared away so that I don't scuff it up when I'm rolling it around on this rough table. Also, I was thinking about this because I said I was talking about who I met at TwitchCon. Fuck who I met at TwitchCon. I commented on a Craftsman video, and he responded to my message and subscribed to my YouTube channel. I gotta be on my best behavior, man. I was about to upload the smoking every Chinese herb video, and I was like, no, we gotta do a normal one next. I don't want him to see that one. We'll push that one off a little longer. Because I normally watch him on my YouTube channel that I've had since I was like 12. That is just my real name. But I was like, oh, I should follow on my Uo's Lab channel. And so I did, and then I commented on it while I was logged into this one. And also, he doesn't just pay attention to people who have YouTube check marks. He responds to, like, every comment that he can. He's kind of one of the... He's literally my favorite person on YouTube. And has been for a really long time. The Chinese herb stream was pure Kino. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Tomato posted it in the Discord. The intro for the video when it goes up. It's one of the greatest intros he's ever edited. It's fucking hilarious, man. He was like, those sojus you were drinking were doing some heavy lifting during this stream. And then once I saw what he edited, I realized what he meant. I'll have to rewatch that stream. Video will be up in a few days. I've shifted the YouTube schedule. It used to be Monday, Thursday. I think it works a little better with the editors if it's Tuesday, Friday instead. So I think I'm gonna upload on Tuesday, Friday from now on. I say this like anyone knows the upload schedule but me. I don't think anyone is like sitting there waiting for it to come out. They just watch the videos as they show up. It's not like a Twitch stream where you have to know when things happen, you know? I think I got all the burrs off of this side. And then this side... This was the one that was cut at the factory, so it's looking pretty good. Well, the one I first saw is the liquor compass thing. Hell yeah, brother. That one rocks. That was one of the most, like, surprisingly good ones. Like, I was surprised at how good it turned out. And I was really proud of how it, like, looked and worked. Then like the fact we went on the adventure to the store, like, it was Kino, man. Oh my gosh. First one I saw was the Chinese blinding helmet. That one rocked. That was fresh off the Mr. Beast controversy. YouTube tosses your vid at me when I'm at 3 a.m. scrolling on the toilet. When YouTube decides to show my stuff to you is a mystery for sure. Hang on a second. I need a little stir stick that isn't like a pin. I'm gonna guess the inside pressure is gonna be more than 1 atmosphere. Yes. Pulling a vacuum on the liquid in the straw would boil the water. What? It'd boil the water? YouTube recommends every video to me? Yes! They're treating me well. The YouTube algo is fickle, and sometimes if you lose the mandate of heaven, it starts taking a while before people actually see the videos. But they've been treating me pretty well as of recent, so I'm not gonna complain about them yet. I'll make videos about how I'm salty about them like all the other YouTubers do later. This is not the ultimate butt chugger. Don't put this in your asshole. It's gonna do bad things. Alright, get some epoxy here. It's 2-part, so I have to mix it first. I'm gonna use this little wire. I don't have a little popsicle stick. I don't know. I used to have a little thing of popsicle sticks specifically for stirring shit, and I don't know where they went. You got a Chug McDonald's Sprite? Alright, hang on, if this works, because I don't have it on me, but that would kind of be gas, because it'd be like, what, have you guys seen the, okay, have you guys seen the TikTok of the guy who, like, he like, eats an entire pack of Listerine strips, and then he drinks mouthwash, and then he like chugs like a bunch of mints, and then he drinks McDonald's Sprite and starts screaming. Experiencing the coldest sensation of all time. I think of that a lot. That's a gas video. That guy did that all for the fucking short, man. I would have done that shit for a full-length vid. This better not clog my shit. At what point do I stop talking like a brain-rotted teenager? Just because I'm a streamer, I think I'm giving myself a pass. I went home to visit family this weekend, though. One of them said you're literally unk status, and it, like, sent me into a semi-coma, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Why am I saying this shit? Alright. Now, that epoxy should harden into a nice juicy crust. My guy's an influencer? Dog? I'm not that old. No, I'm just 30. 30 is young. Wojak.png. Bro said aura and they hit him with the calm down. Oh god. I do say aura a lot. I use the term generational aura loss a lot. It's funny though, man. What can I say? Sometimes them kids come up with something funny. Ain't no way you're only 30. Is it 5 minutes? It's 5-minute epoxy, but this is a scam because the pot time is 5 minutes. Or I think that's the, like, set time, but for it to fully set, you need like an hour or so. Typically, I find in 30 minutes it's pretty good. That's why I'm starting it up now, though. Alright, Turtle Taco, thank you for the bits. I heard you had a lighter that looked like a toilet. Toy, let me tell you, I'm glad you're back. You're getting more esoteric with these, but I like your wholesome fake outs. Hang on, Willow wins. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you. The gift sub to Sasha Hound, Sylvie TG, Beesworm Gaming, Grimwitted, and Hodang. I appreciate you, man. Now, Marjoner, figures you did a NASA internship. You're from Ohio. There's a disproportionate amount of astronauts from Ohio. My internship involved teaching kids how robots work, which is not quite space shuttle building, but I did have a lot of fun. More relevant to what I do now, I would say, than anything else. Big Man Leon, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate you. Mechanism of instant drowning. I'm not gonna drown. Thank you for the $2, though. My dad and I watch your streams. He asks what background you have because you somehow know a lot about nothing. You somehow know a lot yet know nothing. Yeah, that's kind of real. I will act like I know everything, even when I don't know shit. And I will beg you to not tell me what's going on because I prefer to remain ignorant. To remain ignorant. It's just, it makes it more fun, man. It makes it more fun to figure it out yourself. Hello, funny Ohio man. Got any ideas what I should launch into the North Sea with my catapult? Once I reach the island where my LARP will take place. The North Sea? Where is the North? Is that in the UK? Launch into the North Sea? You should launch a UO's Lab plushie available now for the next 20 hours at youtubes.com. Zoodrag, thank you for the 17 months. I believe in your thrustular capacity. All right. King Kashova, thank you for the $2. Take my money. Gladly. Technopath, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. I appreciate you. Did you go into the vacuum room? No, I did not. I was not at that facility. I think I've got this sealed well enough. If not, we can do some finagling for sure. This is gonna be like a pretty decent sized container, I'd say. Hang on, wait. Hang on, wait. I just realized the inside's covered in dust. Any more subathon goals we haven't done yet? There's like 1 or 2. I'm trying to get the charity Christmas album together. That's starting to have to get that one together. The season is upon us, brethren. What other ones have I not done? I need to write down a bunch of names. Return of the Chilling Tube. Yeah. You recognize it. This is the same. I mean, it's not the same. But it's the cutoff piece left over from when I made the beer chiller. Which, that was an awesome project. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That I was proud of that one, even though it like barely worked and used like multiple CO2 cans to get it cool enough to matter. I cannot lie. I love the project. Oh, hang on. The printer has stopped. I believe it's because I ran out of filament on that green spool. Here. We can wrap it up. The bamboo spools have little NFC tags in them, which are quite nice because it tells you, it like automatically loads the print settings when you load them on. But you don't have to use the ones that have the tags. You can use anything. Error. Filament has run out. Please insert new filament. Alright, 1 second. I'll just use, let's see. It started green. What do we pair that with? I could put on a different green. But it's gonna be, like, slightly different colored. I also have... Oh no, I have a few other colors I could put on there. Hang on a second. Where'd my thing go? Where'd my little... Did I even bring this? Did I pack this? I still haven't got everything unpacked from when I went on my trip. All the robots and everything are still in containers, but I've been missing tools and then realizing, oh wait, I had the tool packed in this stupid container. Has he fried and tasted his filament yet? What are you talking about, bro? Here, hang on. How about we top it off with some of this blue? Some of this bright blue filament. I hope this one wasn't, I just realized it wasn't tied in. Hopefully it hasn't gotten all tangled up. It's not the same brand. We'll maybe have some material inconsistencies here, but it is literally like the last little bit of the print. I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. Are you kidding me? We're out of receipts? Dude, it's code red everywhere, man. Hang on a second. This is a suffering from success type problem, so I'm not gonna complain too much. We're already through a third of the box of receipt paper that I bought. I had to print that little bit left. Resume. Problem solved. Alright. This print's gonna end up looking a little funky now, but you know. We'll get what we can get. I can taste the paper. Yo, Error, thank you for the fresh sub. You got me wondering whether it's an error on the thing or if it's a subscriber. Morilla. Oh, I love Firefox. Thank you for the Prime sub. Country Coyote. If you had a fursona, what animal would it be? I don't have a fursona. I'm sorry I'm not a furry. But someone has drawn one. The best, my favorite of the furry art that people have drawn of me is definitely the guy that drew me as a big rat. That one was really good. There's one in particular I'm thinking of. There's a lot of great art that people have made of me, but there's one in particular I'm thinking of that was like pretty iconic. So I guess a rat. Darkest Toast, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Error, shut the hell up. King Kashoma, thank you for the bits. This one's just blank. Alright, it's starting to set up. This is the test, you can tell. When the wire is stuck, that's when it's set up enough. Let me mix up more, actually. I might as well stick the top on here. I don't really want to be waiting on it twice, you know? Oh, wait, hang on. Important that I don't forget the very critical step of making sure that I put the hose on the inside. Alright, hang on a second. This is pretty important. Otherwise, I would have to literally cut the top off and reseal it, which would suck. What is he making? I'm making the Mega Slurp. I'm making a thing that lets you be able to chug a bunch of liquid very quickly. It's basically a pressurized tank that blows liquid through the bottom. I don't know, man. I thought it would be a fun one to come back from. I thought it'd be a fun little project to come back to. Oi, oi. Also, I wanted a 3D print project that wasn't gonna scare the hose. Hang on a second. Though this one could very easily scare the hose because you could turn it into like a turbo beer bong, which... I don't know if I'm up for that one today, but I know that that's what people would be like, yes! How long until we put mayo in the chugger? We'll see how fucking powerful it is first. Mayo's pretty thick. That would actually be like hard to get through it. LARPing is Badlands Chugs. We're not LARPing. It's not a LARP, it's a tribute, bro. But no, not like that kind. Finally able to watch you live? Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate ya. And thank you for the 100 bits, Odin's Gaming. Also, Taisu, thank you for the fresh prime. I appreciate ya. I've missed you guys. I miss being able to sit around and bullshit and do projects. Fuck meeting people. I'm done with that. I wanna do projects with the bros. Are you challenging him? We'll see how I respond to getting like half a liter of Faygo shoved down my esophagus in 0.1 seconds. Oh, we'll see how powerful it is before I go talking like that. This might be weak as. We don't know. That's the thing with, you know, being an innovator. You never really know how it's gonna be perceived. It's not a fucking butt chug. Cotton candy flavored Faygo is S tier. I've never had the cotton candy one, but I've heard a lot about it. Because that's like maybe one of the most unique ones, I think. It's wild that Faygo's just like, yeah, we're gonna make all these like fucked up evil flavors that no other soda company would dare touch. I don't know why. Why do they have a monopoly on like apple flavored soda? Or like there's like several where it's like you only ever see these soda flavors in knockoff sodas. Or like you never see like a Coca-Cola or Pepsi product with this flavor profile. Have they like predetermined that certain flavor profiles they're just like, nah, we're too good to touch that one. And what are they using to determine that? I want to know, man. Why does PepsiCo think they're too good to make, like, to make the cotton candy soda? If they're not too good to make Mr. Pibb, then they should be experimenting with some more interesting stuff. Alright, hang on. The smell of this epoxy resin is... I'm dying, brother. Last weird soda I had was the Pepsi Cinnamon Burn. Hang on, yeah, you're right. They make, like, all these weird mixed ones. Alright, for what it's worth, though, you got bamboozled, bro. You got bamboozled. You know why? I think that when Pepsi and Coke and whatever, they come up with those weird combos, I don't think they expect real people to drink them. I think those are invented in a lab to get people to make TikToks talking about a Pepsi product. I think that's literally why those flavors, those weird-ass flavors are made. And I don't think they ever expect any real person to actually, like, consume it, you know? I think it's entirely fabricated for clicks. Like the starlight. Anyway, my point is, Lamau, you got fooled into fucking paying money to drink gross Pepsi flavor variants. TikTokers are fake. They're literally like AI replacing TikTokers, bro. It's actually messed up. They're making AI influencers. It's coming for our jobs. I've realized, and maybe this is the hubris that will be my downfall. Alright, hang on. First, let me seat this lid on here. There we go, baby. Okay, that's setting up still. That's gonna start setting up. And then we're gonna be good to go soon enough. That actually looks pretty good. Well, I'll take this wrapper off. That actually looks pretty good. I love AI slop that only exists to flood the internet with ads for crypto. Dude, the honestly, I hope I'm not glazing myself too much. This is gonna be the knock on wood that gets, like, clipped 5 years from now when I've been replaced by an AI. But I think I have accidentally made, like, I've extended the potential life of my YouTube channel by live streaming everything, because as much of AI slop has got at replicating YouTube videos, they haven't gotten to the point where they can replicate live content yet. I think I've added a few extra years onto my longevity before the fucking robot overlords try to take all my shit. And that does make me a little happy. After 10 years working at Beppis, I found any flavor judged too weird or niche. No potential for immediate billion-dollar success would just not happen. They would try new things once a year, but those almost always never lasted, so anything weird continues to be discouraged. AI slop can't replicate IRL slop. Making my shit harder to copy with an AI by making it not look clean. No, guys, I have a giant burn mark and graffiti everywhere and shit all over the shelves, so that then it's harder for the AI to replicate, like, a scene from the basement. Nah, bro, it's all intentional. You don't get it. Yeah, live is more safe. I'm not saying bulletproof, but it's more safe. Alright, hang on. You know what I just realized? I thought I read all the messages from earlier. Wrong. They'd run all the way down on the floor. There were shits that I didn't even get to read. I'm just here for the non-AI entertainment. Dude, this guy fucking predicted me talking about AI later. This was from a while ago. This was at 9:41:05. This was from like 40 minutes ago. Thank you for the $10, Al Kimmy. Resto Tech, thank you for the 10 months. Cassie Cal, thank you for the 9 months. Jake Wake, thank you for the 13 months. Dude, I was missing some shit from regulars. Freckle Goblin, thank you for 11 months. It's Hex Princess. Just changed my name. Oh, glad. Thank you for the resub. Dude, it is. I missed all the regulars because they got stuck at the bottom. Pre-watched. It was fucking... This is all pre-recorded. It's all... Everyone I'm responding to in chat, that's a bot that was programmed to post right at the time when I'm saying a response to it. It's all bots. Nothing is real. Indrick, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate you. Raven, thank you for the fresh prime. AJ Prime, thank you for the 5 months. And Unverified Chatter, thank you for the 14 months. Hang on, we'll go through a few more. We're just waiting on the epoxy to cure here. And our 3D print to be done. Wait, it might be done, actually. Or it broke. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Is it changing filament or something? Hang on. Xavier Yay, thank you for the 2 months. Jaybird, thank you for the 100 bits. Hope you're doing well. I am. I appreciate you. Why fix what's not broken? Other the companies experiment and steal the good ideas. I'm assuming this is talking about soda. Also, you're right. Thank you for the $5. Hawkfire, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Big Rat Company, does this device allow your throat to accept liquid faster? No, it just tries to force the liquid down it quicker. We'll get to those bottlenecks later, okay? Brittle Juice, thank you for the 6 months. And Ethical Crap, thank you for the $5. At what point are you gonna butt chug? Shut the fuck up about butt chugging. It's not happening, bro. You're not gonna make... Oh, wait, it's still going. You're not gonna make it happen, brother. I'm not a bot. I'm a paid chatter meant to relay this exact message to you. I always knew it. Hang on. Let's tear this guy open. I want you guys to see what it looks like without all this stuff on it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, it's beautiful. This is... It looks mildly sinister. It looks like a tank a villain would hold the protagonist in. I quite like it. Ah, it's still sticky. Ah, sticky. We can still get the, we can get the thing tapped into the top as well. That shouldn't fuck up with the resin while it cures. Derola Thunder, thank you for the 2 months. Can we replace your esophagus with the straw? I'm not gonna throat the straw. McRib is back, thank you for the 5 months. And Goliath, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate ya. This is a nice looking little jig so far, though. I'm gassing it a little too high, though. We haven't used it yet. Let's thread in this little angled connector. Aye, aye. I'll probably need to get my channel locks out for this one to hold on to the other. Yeah. I don't think I can grab that and work with it. I gotta say, having this toolbox, it was a good investment. It was like what, $200? $200 well spent to not have a cardboard box full of tools I have to root for. That was a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, where did I put my channel locks? Because surely... Surely. I have these weld helpers. These aren't really what you want for this. Where did I put those? Did I fix something in the house and take it and forget to bring them back down here? Because I don't think I packed them for my robot repair kit. I don't think I packed the channel locks for my robot repair kit, given that the pliers are bigger than the robot. That wouldn't really fit too well, I don't think. I think it's going to leak. Everyone's a critic. Everyone's a critic. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, maybe hold on. I love using the wrong tool for the job, baby. Oh, is it the wrong tool if it works? Dude, I threaded that like 1 millimeter in. Are you kidding me? That was holding on to that? That wasn't holding on to anything, dude. What the hell? This fits into this little guy a little bit better. Aye, aye. If I heated this up a little bit, I could hot seat and then screw it the rest of the way in. I don't want to thread too much on, or I won't have a nozzle to put the stuff in the bottle with. Dude, it won't thread straight. I need the thread. Okay, hang on. Is this just a pressure washer? It's a pressure washer that you can fill full of Faygo, basically. For when the threads break the plastic front, stress cracking the layers. You all think you're so clever. Now, I will admit, because I wasn't thinking about this when I initially printed it, but for layer stability, it probably would have been better to print at an angle like this instead of printing it flat. Because, well, no, it'd have to, like, blow the whole top off. I don't think it's gonna blow the whole top off. Ah, sticky. There's epoxy fucking everywhere. BRB gonna stick the end in my mouth. Were they wrong, though? Yeah, they were, actually. Torch the fitting? That's what I was thinking, man. That's why I said I should hot fit it. I think if I give it a little torch, and then I melt it a little bit in there. Not all the way in, but like starting it, I think that's the solution here. And then we could screw it the rest of the way. I think that might be the way. Where'd I put my torch? How am I missing all my shit? It's normally just sitting here. Oh wait, it's literally on the desk. Torch literally on desk. I'm just blind as a damn bat, apparently. Yo, Aragon, awesome. Thank you for the fresh sub. Diabetos, thank you for the Prime sub. Oshi Panda, thank you for the 3 months. Namos, thank you for the $5. Watching in the garden while smoking, coughed at the same time as you, and you freaked me out. Hell yeah, brother. Ethical Craft, thank you for the $5. This is the perfect device to drink Malort to. If you fill this with alcohol, you will die. You should try coffee or eggnog. Eggnog? We'll see about that. I feel like this is a butt chug adjacent comment, though. If I pay you around Christmas time, can you ship me some of the beer? For liability reasons, no, because if you got sick off of it, you could sue me. Sorry, though. I know that's lame, but I can't do it, man. I have to smack that shit with a label that's like, do not drink this. It is only for putting on the shelf. I could put milk in this. I don't have eggnog, but I could fill it with milk. We'll see. I feel like that's gonna be a pain to clean. Like, a pain that I'm not sure I'll be able to do it. What if I found some random beer on the ground and drank it? What about Pilk? I don't have Pepsi. Also, Wing Menace, thank you for the 15 months. This is no super chat in pesos, but it's still money. I appreciate you. How fast are you able to chug a normal size can of soda? Not that fast. That's why I'm building an assistive device. This is to help me chug faster. Because I'm no Badlands Chugs. Pixel L, thank you for the 2 months. And Lily Anita, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm not putting my lord in it. I'm gonna die. And not burp. Can I chug this carbonated water and not burp? Let's find out. If you guys haven't seen the water chug garage door video, it's maybe the greatest video of all time. Is that hot enough to start hot pressing? I don't want to get it too hot. I've run into that problem before. Maybe? I think that like started it. It wasn't that hot though. Absolute noisy, mate. That's what's so funny is he like all at once loses it. It's so good. Dude, it's one of the funniest videos of all time. TikTok has basically like justified its existence just so that video can exist on it. It's still quite warm. There we go. Alright, come on. Let's see if we can thread them all the way down. It's still a little bit crooked. I think it'll... I'm trying to like see from the underside if it's like gonna fuck up the way it's in here or not. You guys think this is gonna leak. I don't know what could ever give that idea. It's going crooked again, damn it. I need it to thread itself in, but it really wants to go sideways, and I don't know why. This is so blue collar coded. That's like the whole channel, man. I grew up in West Virginia. Give me a break. Fucking stuffy ass, wasp ass. What are you, a fucking suit? You know this is how Gaston raw dogged 5 dozen eggs? Why would you choose the verbiage raw dogged 5 dozen eggs? Now that I'm grown, I have 5 dozen eggs. So I'm roughly the size of a barge. I think that's hot enough. I don't want to go too hot or it'll like... Alright. No, don't sag. No, bro, don't sag. No sag. No sagging. I don't want to deal with that. I need to, like, quench it. But I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can quench it without fucking everything else up. It's too melty. chug a beer or one drag a cigarette? I'll chug a beer. That's like easy. I've done it on stream a few times. All right. We've got it. We got the fitting installed, for better or worse. The melted plastic adds flavor. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what that's going to do to both the structural integrity and also the microplastics that I would potentially be inhaling here. But we are about that. Once this cools down, I'll put this in and we'll see if it works. Uses CO2 to supercool it. Oh, you're right. Now, I think I'll let it cool down naturally. It's still radiating a decent amount of heat. It's still slightly melting into the little cap part. I don't know if you can see. You can't see that from here. Hang on. It's like... It'll be fine, right? Yeah, no, it's just super sealed now. I'm dying. PLA is one of the safer plastics. Because it can biodegrade. Yeah, I'm not falling for all the tricks there. I've heard about this biodegradable plastic shit before, and then I tried eating some of it, and yeah, it's just fucking plastic, man. Oi, oi. Brother, Kyle, did you resub for 8 months with a fucking scam Discord Nitro link? Did you? You're not new here. I know you're a real guy. Did you get hacked and they fucking? It's real? Is it? I almost pulled the trigger on it. I don't know if I'm clicking that link, dog. Yes, bro, it is. I think all my mods got compromised. Dude, it's fucking discord.gift. That's not real. It's not discord.com/something. It's discord.gift. That's the gift link. I have high nights. Mirkern, welcome. The gift link, friend. Okay, so both of you guys clicked on it and your Twitch accounts are now compromised. Excellent. Rawlins, thank you for the $2. Fill it with Sig Smoke and Insta Smoke a Pack. Now, I already created that device. Also, normally, there's not a lot of limitations to this being a sponsored thing, but I feel like if there was anything that we're not gonna be fine with, it'd be me using this to, like, shotgun a beer and smoke a pack of cigarettes. The top and bottom cap colors urine for a Tang Chug. A Tang Chug? I think I have Tang, too. Thank you for the $5 Alchemy. Also, thank you for the gifted sub, Bacon Dog. I appreciate ya. Thank you. I ain't clicked, but I double checked. This looks sexual, but smoke-worthy. What looks sexual about this? It's a... You guys have rotted your brains, okay? Y'all have brain damage. It's a plastic container with valves on it. What is sexual about that? Because it's a cylinder? Y'all are not gonna believe what they're talking about in the YouTube chat right now. Sometimes I glance at it and it's like that. It's unfathomable. I can never predict what they're gonna be talking about over there. It's a completely different wavelength. Hang on. Discord.gift. I'm seeing if this is a real thing. How to remove cylinder from mini M&M tube. Why are my mods telling me to click on a link that looks like the sketchiest link of all time? Brother doesn't even trust me. I'm just saying, I think you clicked on the link because you immediately saw, like, the Discord kitten payment come in, and you, like, instinct clicked it, and it took over your Twitch account. What does a Discord Nitro gift link look like? It should be in the Discord.gift. Oh, shit, it actually is real? Wouldn't someone have claimed it by now? Yeah, probably. I don't need free. I was just curious if it was a real link. I've already paid for Discord, unfortunately. Oh shit, yeah, it redirected. Oh shit, it actually is real. Yeah, sure, I'll accept that gift. You couldn't claim. Someone already got it. Alright, I hope whoever got that is happy. Why are you paying for Discord? Because, like, I run a massive Discord server, and the ability to upload files is very useful. Hang on 1 second. Alright. Why does it... See, look, this is what I say. I remember when Discord was free. It still is free. But if you want the high upload... Look, whatever, okay? You can judge my fucking purchases all you want, okay? Are you worried your straw might explode? Not really. I'm more worried that it's gonna, like, spray water out of my nose. See, this is what I mean by you'll never predict what the other chat is saying. I glanced over, and the comment was, why does he sound like he's doing an impression of himself? What does that mean, man? What the fuck does that mean? In before FOSS Discord alternatives. Bro, you pay $9.99 a month for Discord? But don't you know if you spend 10 hours in a command line, you could get the same thing, but a million times shittier for free? Dude, you could not pay $10. Listen, man, I've been there, okay? When I was in college, I was doing all sorts of bullshit to save $10. Now that I'm grown and have an income, I no longer have to sacrifice hours of my life to save $10 a month. I used to download every single audio, every single song, every single album that I wanted to listen to, so I didn't have to pay for Spotify. And then at some point, it was like, I think I should just pay for Spotify, you know? Yeah, my time then was not valuable at all. It was like worth less than money by a considerable amount. Pirate? No, I'm not a pirate. I simply am friends with all of the artists, and they gave me the albums for free. I don't know what you could possibly attempt to assume otherwise. Spotify is dog shit. Yeah, I didn't actually use Spotify. I did a long time ago. Back when I was using it for free. When I started paying for one, I was actually using Amazon Music because it was cheaper. Originally, I had Prime already, and it was $5 a month or something. And it had shockingly good audio quality. Like, very noticeably better than almost any other service. Which was weird. It was full, like 320 kilobit on a lot of them. Assuming the album was uploaded in that quality. Dude, it's still hot. I'm waiting for it to cool. But it's still fucking toasty. I use an iPod for 100% of my music listening. Honestly, that's pretty awesome, honestly. Like, the iPod is awesome. It was maybe one of the best purpose-built tools of all. Hang on, what happens if I just suck straight out of this? Oh, wow, that's some strong epoxy fume. That is cancer. Maybe I didn't think this through too well. Bro is sucking? Bro sucked? What does this tube taste like? There's dust in there or something. I hope I didn't use this for chemicals. I can't remember what I last used this hose for. Here, I'll chop off another piece of it, though. I think probably we give ourselves, like, that much of a straw. I wish I wasn't sick. It's like sapping my... It's sapping my energy out. It's driving me crazy. Also, because, you know, not saying I'm a degenerate, but it would be really fun to shotgun a beer using this. I feel like that's a primary use case for this device. But I feel like if I did it now, I would throw up. And I don't know if that kind of heat, man. I think that would caught me a Twitch ban, perhaps. Yo, hang on. Is the 3D printer done? I think it might be done. We can compare this print to the old one, even though I've already epoxied this one on top. So I've locked in with using this, but if it explodes, then I've got a backup, which is an important... Oh, no, wait, it's still going. Wait, what the fuck? It's still got a couple layers left. Oh, wait, it's printing the nipple on the top. Okay, I see. I see what it's doing. You gonna get injured one of these days? I take pretty good precautions. For anyone who's legitimately concerned, just, you know, keep in mind that I try to make it look more dangerous than it actually is, because that makes it more interesting. But I'm not a complete buffoon. I'm only kind of a buffoon. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. And then if we get let's get a zip tie on there. No! Now fucking rolled all the way off the damn table. Hang on. Ah. Oi, oi. Bro screamed like his life was on the line. If it fell on the after all this time waiting for the epoxy to cure, falls on the ground and cracks the acrylic, I would cry. Rage Busket, thank you for the 3 months. Joke's on you, didn't even need to travel anywhere to get sick in the last week. Ah, you're the patient zero that's fucked us all up. Thanks for the unengineering. Thank you, Junkyard Dog. And thank you for the $10. Comrade, thank you for the fresh sub. Indeed, fell asleep during the stream and woke up from you yelling about whatever you yelled about earlier. My condolences. Thank you for the $5. Yata, thank you for the 12 months. And thank you for moderating my stream. Yada is kind of an underspoken mod. He doesn't talk much, but like when I go through the unban request, there's a lot of them that had reasons written in by Yata. So I know he's there. Looks like a Swedish performance pump. What do you mean a performance pump? Care to explain, Swag Lord? Are you able to make a noise with the tube like a trumpet? Hang on. Nope. Lynn, thank you for the fresh prime. I appreciate you. Hang on a second. I gotta take like a magnum piss right now. Times are the best times. Oh, Danny boy. Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Are you ever gonna send for now? What's the worst thing you've chugged? You're only half buffoon? Yo, thank you for the 5 months, Erie Bagel. What is the worst thing you've chugged? I mean, when I was a kid, we used to challenge each other to chug these, like... It was a sparkling water, but it was like a hyper-carbonated one. And those... Most of the time, they just made you burp really loud, but, like, sometimes it would come back up a little bit. It was kind of nasty. Put coyote urine in it, first time chatter. First time fucking menace. What are you doing, man? What are you talking about, put coyote urine in it? Urine? Hang on a second, I'm getting a funnel. Oh my... This thing could not be more nasty. It's got, like, dirt in it, dude. Ew. Alright, hang on. Let me clean that real fast. Alright, hang on a second. Contaminated? Nah, it'll be fine. Let me just clean it out first. I need the funnel to be able to put the drink into the thing through this nozzle. You can buy coyote urine on Amazon. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. I saw the iDubbbz mail time video from like a decade ago where someone ordered it. That I'm like 90% sure that every single person who has ever suggested it, because it gets brought up like a disproportionate amount of times, I am almost willing to guarantee it's because of that video. Because it's the only time I've ever seen anyone get it or order it or anything. It's from that video like 10 years ago. Where it was like the grossest thing on a mail time video. Finally gone to the Discord so I can't miss a stream. Also to get the fat mod back. I'll see you on the grind later. Don't be one of the people bitching to recover all your items after you lose them because you fuck up. Stop saying 10 years ago. It's time to get over it, bro. You are also unk. The kids are saying, they're calling me unk status now. You don't get out of this, okay? You are also unk status. All right, let's fill this boy up. Now's when we really get to see if it leaks or not. It's leaking out of the bottom of the damn funnel. Okay, hang on. But is it leaking out of the bottom of the thing? That's important different. Yo, Oriana Ara. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys are doing all right. Alright, hang on. Turns out I had barely any water in here. 30 being unk is crazy. Dude, it's the internet. They start calling you unk at 24. Hang on a second. The first time where I felt like I truly got age checked was when I was at my old job at work. And I was at lunch with one of the interns, the college interns we had. This is when I was like 25. And he hit me with, he said something, he was talking about something and he was like, well, yeah, they used to do it like that back in like your generation. And I was ready to throw hands, brother. I was like, the fuck you mean my generation? We're the same generation. We're like 5 years apart. But it was at that time that I realized I was spiritually unk. It was over. It was the beginning of the end. Dude, the funnel is leaking fucking everywhere. The funnel is leaking out more than it's getting water into the container. Bro spilled. Just siphon it in. No, I'm really dead set on this funnel method. Oh wait, I see why it's fucking up. It's because I've cut off all the air. Nope, never mind. It's just doing that. Initially, it went in smooth because this was letting air out, but now this isn't letting the air out anymore because it's under the water on the inside of the straw. So it's just getting shit everywhere. It does appear to be watertight. Hard to prove when it's dripping everywhere from the top since I slathered water all over it. Here, I gotta get everything dry just so that I can see if it's leaking from, like, the seals, which are a little more of the concern here. Mondo Bondo, what legal process do I go through to get the beer on my shelf? Okay. I'll see about it. I'll see about it closer to bottling time. Oriana, thank you for that raid. Count Osterman. Holy shit, the printer's done. Did you hear that? It played a tune. This one plays musical tunes on the stepper motors. Count Osterman, thank you for the 7 months. And Zobuk, thank you for the fresh prime. I appreciate ya. Fill it through the straw, you noob. Fluid dynamics. This motherfucker be the type to say, yeah, science, bitch, in 2012. Alright, hang on a second. Looks like our print is done. Nice, nice. This is just our spare. I just wanted to print one. Try out. Also because I wanted to try out the, hang on. It's really stuck. Holy shit, it's stuck. Well, bed adhesion certainly isn't a problem. Good lord. You can see it ran out of filament halfway on the last layer. You switched it to blue and it has a stripe. I just wanted to see how well this PLA... Alright, this seems to be holding watertight. I just wanted to see how well this PLA, like, support material worked. So let's see. Let's see if it actually... Let's see if it's a yay or nay. Because I've had pretty good luck with just the trees. That's what this one used. It just had a little bit rougher of a finish. And I wonder how good of an option this one will be for the future. Alright, alright. Hang on, hang on. That actually does separate real smooth. This guy's a little stuck around this little post here. Hang on, if I can get this quadrant unstuck, then we'll be easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is easy. Then we should be able to just yoink this whole thing off. Maybe this little barbed... Yeah, I think that's actually what's keeping it. This is all support material, so it doesn't matter that it gets destroyed in the process. Normally you tear it up when you're taking it off. Aye, aye. Oh, the finish is so much. That actually did turn out really well. I never used the... I have this spool. I've used it like once. But I don't normally use the support material stuff because it just takes longer when you have to print with 2 filaments. But that made that finish way nicer. Look at that. Look at that, like, looks like... Look how smooth that is. Compared to this, okay? This is your comparison. So this one had, like, the tree. This one had, like, the support layer tree, which prints faster because it's just 1 filament. And this one had the support layer on it. That's smooth, man. I gotta use that more. If I'm doing stuff where the cosmetics are important. I didn't realize... I was hoping it'd be a bit smoother. I didn't realize it'd turn out that nice, though. Ah. Alright, maybe I'll get more of that after all. Here, it also put it in between the layers of this support material, because it puts little supports under the barbs. Now, unfortunately, I printed this as a spare, so if everything goes right, we aren't even going to get to use this one. At least not in this project. But... figured for printing a spare, it was good to do the experiment. Both of these did print on the same printer, but the P1S does about the same amount of work. The worst part about supports is sometimes your piece is so precise, a little bit left can make it so it doesn't fit. Yeah, that is the main... I've had that problem too. This is the trash tower that printed. Whenever you print with multiple filaments, if you're doing multicolor, it has to print like a thing that it can... basically just waste filament on to clean the head out. Because it does a filament wipe, but it has to, like, to flush it out, basically. So you always end up with this, which is the other reason why I don't do it too often. It's just a little more wasteful. Alright, this looks like the epoxy made this pretty watertight. Let's actually connect... This is definitely cooled down now. I've been pouring ice water through it. Let's just connect. I won't connect the needle valve yet. I'll just connect this directly to it. And then we'll put a CO2 cart in there. Alright, now I won't test this by chugging. Let's put this in a container that it can blow the water into. I just want to have it fully unimpeded for the first time. Check. Do I have... Use a soup can. All right. Water in here. We just got a couple inches. This is just our rough test. And then I'll see if this builds, if this manages to build enough pressure to actually force it out. If it's disappointing, then we might need... If it's disappointing, then we'll maybe need to use the bigger tank. Because I also don't know if there's just going to be enough air in here to cause the displacement. Put my safety glasses on nonetheless. I don't think the odds of it exploding are pretty low, but you know. Cover the printer, move the print. You guys are afraid of everything. Good God, no wonder y'all don't do shit. Alright, here we go. Well, you want me to move it over here? What do you think's gonna happen, man? I'm afraid that it's gonna be underwhelming. You're afraid it's gonna be too powerful. I don't think it's gonna be that powerful. Put this in here. Now, once I tighten this enough that it locks in, it should blast air into the top and hopefully create enough pressure to push water out the other side. We'll see if this works correctly or not. Oh, motherfucker! Okay. All right. I didn't expect that. Okay. Well, the good news is my fears of it not being powerful enough were completely unfounded. What the fuck? There's water everywhere. Good God, man. Hang on. That just hosed all my electronics. All right, you know what? I'm sorry. Listen, for all the people who say he never admits when chat's right, you guys are wrong. Because right now, I'm admitting chat was right, and the guy that said move the receipt printer was a fucking saint. You saved me $80. Holy shit. That shit is busted. Dude, that had so much more force in it than I thought it was gonna have. That absolutely blew the whole thing apart, man. And it launched the water hose everywhere before it blew everything apart. That's crazy that did that. Dude, all the monitor over here that... Good grief. Did it get on the mic, too? We haven't had... we haven't... You know, I've gotten pretty good about, like, assessing the danger levels well. We haven't had shit that's trashed the desk like this in a long time. I very much did not think it was going to do this. I really hope it doesn't soak into my electronics and short out and kill the stream. The stream won't entirely go down because it's on a server, but you guys will know, man. Oh, it got all over my Raspberry Pi 5. Great. The most overpriced Raspberry. I hope that shit boots. Lord knows they're prone to not do it if you look at them wrong. Oh my gosh. At least this was just water. If this was fucking Faygo, I'd be irate. There's also only like this much water in there. If it blew up a cylinder full of Faygo and like hosed it all over everything, it'd be such a disaster. You have no idea. You have no idea. Oh no! Oh no, bro. It fucking split the 3D print. What the hell, man? Okay, well, hang on. Luckily, that part doesn't take that long to print. All right, let's get that on. I made a replacement of the wrong part, bro. I made a replacement of the part that takes a lot longer to print. It actually blew up. It really did. Hang on a second. Okay. How long is it gonna take me to replace the lid, brother? Hang on, device. You change from the Bambinus to the Bambini A1. So I can at least show it on stream as it prints. Slice plate. How long is it gonna take? Too long? That's gonna take way too long. Fuck. Let's knock that infill density down quite a bit. That's a little more manageable. Thanks for stream. Oh no, bitch! We're still going. Don't think you got out of it yet. So we're gonna 3D print a new ideal part. But since when have we ever needed the ideal to get shit done? Nah, son. Use nylon. I don't have any nylon on me, but I've heard the same. I've kind of wanted to try it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't think... I really didn't think it was gonna be like this. I thought that the problem with this project would be that it was disappointing because it wasn't strong enough, not that it was so insanely overpowered that it would blow it to smithereens. All right, let's print that on the Bambini A1. Nylon is it is expensive, and I think you need to do a hot end swap. The bamboo out of box, I don't believe can do nylon, but I think you can get a hot end that you can swap to that'll allow it to do nylon, because it has to print at a lot higher temp. Now, we aren't completely cooked here because, okay, so let's make some changes. Let's make some changes. First off, change. I think availability is a little bit of an issue here. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just pressurizing it to 2000 PSI instantly is the problem. I think that needle valve is gonna be needed. But I am gonna make it so that it doesn't crush the straw against the side of the thing. Oh my gosh, dude. We'll 3D print a new one because I feel like we're probably going to blow this one up again, even after our preliminary fixes here. That'll go back on there. And honestly, it's really sticky with the epoxy resin, so it's probably going to stay like that. We need a brace. We need something to go... What just happened? Something just moved over here? What the fuck was that? What the fuck just happened? A C-clamp? Oh, you know what? That actually would work. I could just use, or this G-clamp. No, that's not wide enough. I can use this guy. You're actually right. You know what? This is the most quick and dirty way to do this. Now, I'm not saying this is ideal. But I am saying that we're probably not going to have the same problem we had last time if we do it this way. Just saying... Did you not hear that sound? I swear something fell on this laptop and it jumped the screen away from the chat. It keeps closing the window. I think there's like... Did water get into this? What? Dude, I can't have broken another chat device. That's fucked up. I literally just replaced it with this laptop, this old laptop. There was a thunk, I heard it. What was that? Also, we'll move this back over. My apologies, full apologies to the chatter that I said was paranoid. They actually were maybe the most correct individual to ever walk the earth. Prisma Lynn, thank you for the 6 months. Is the printer okay? Yes, it is locked. Thank you. Authentic Human, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. It's good to be back. Glad we're, you know, I was worried there wouldn't be anything too interesting in this stream, but I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. Good lord, man. Okay. Just blew the thing apart. Not even, it barely gave any resistance. Oh, nah, it did, because it was hosing water everywhere first and then decided to blow it apart, I guess. Didn't blow through any of the seals or anything, just straight off the bottom of the... Oh my gosh, dude. Just got here, what I missed? An explosion. You missed an explosion. My bad, I know that you want to hear you didn't miss anything, but you actually did miss something this time. Well, now I don't have a way for this to sit flush anymore. I gotta, like, put it on a stand of some sort. Oh my gosh. Florida Gato? Or Floragato. Thank you for the 4 months. I auto-corrected to Florida Gator. Like, tried to read it. Oh my gosh. Here, let's put water in here and see if it's watertight, because I don't know if it is or not. No, bro, it's not watertight anymore. You tell me blowing the part apart. You tell me blowing it apart made it no longer watertight? That's fucked up. It's fucked up, bro. I never would have imagined it. Maybe I should have added a pressure release valve. No, because the pressure release should be through this top tube. I could have pretty easily added a pressure release valve, honestly. Would have added some panache to the build as well. I was too late to get to the part about him telling chat they're paranoid. Ah, tisk tisk, you missed the good moments. You don't sit around. You got any O-rings? Not the size of this. It's not a matter of do you have O-rings, it's do you have an O-ring in this size. I have O-rings, but not in any of the sizes of anything on this build. Definitely not one big enough to lock around the bottom of this stupid thing. It just blew the whole thing apart. Oh, dude. It's so ass, dog. Alright, we're printing a new one. This one's gonna be orange instead of red, because I'm printing it on this instead. I realize now, I got 2 printers. I could technically print 2. You know, do I have TPU filament? I do. I can't print it on my P1S. You know, I haven't tried TPU on this guy, but I think the A1 has a direct drive. So I actually would be able to print TPU. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. I'm not sure. You can print a ring from TPU? You're lost in the sauce. You're outside of the realm of how things are made when you have to improvise. You think you can print a TPU? You think I should print a TPU gasket? You think I should stop the current print, model a gasket, send it to the printer, then print the new bottom part, and then do like no, that's not practical at all, man. The A1 does TPU really well. Bless up, I've never had a printer that prints TPU well. You have another printer? True, I could have it print the cap and this one. I'm not doing all that. I'm not modeling a TPU ring, O-ring. It's not even gonna like work well. Like an ideal O-ring is one that's manufactured as an O-ring, not one where it's printed. Your laugh sounds like a minion. Mods don't even ban this guy. I need them to be sent to like a plane of suffering. Fuck all that electrical tape. Now we're talking. Now this is a guy who knows how to bullshit his way through a project. Alright, hang on a second. Printed O-ring sounds sus as hell. That's the shit they were putting on the Challenger. We ain't 3D printing an O-ring. I don't want to call anyone out, even though I do it all the time, and it's clear that I quite like doing it. But, like, some people only know how to 3D print. They call themselves makers and fabricators, but they only know 3D printer. All they know is charge they phone, be 3D print thing. I don't know where I'm going with that, with that comparison. Saying 3D print the O-ring, I think you might be one of those guys. Maybe not you, but like that's the type of thing that the guy that only knows how to 3D print stuff would say. Oops, all additive manufacturing. That's the thing is you gotta know, when you're fabricating something, you gotta know when is the time for a 3D print, when is the time to like make do with other methods. Okay. You know what? Let's try if this works. It literally might. I don't know. Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. Alright. Alright, Kenny Rogers. Kenny Loggins? I can't remember who. The guy this thing's a gambler. Someone on Discord was telling me to get a broken key out of a lock with a magnet. I feel like I was you with chat for a moment. Dude, the worst part is when someone gives you something like that, where it's clear that they know nothing, and then they act so arrogant about the advice they're giving, like it's obvious, dog. Or should we send the flowers after you get pneumonia from this? I'm not gonna get pneumonia, okay? Everything's gonna blow sideways. Speaking of things I blow sideways, just got back from your mother's place last night. Alright. They're getting worse, man. The bits. The bits are only decroding as time goes on, I fear. That was Willie Nelson. It's not Willie Nelson, I know that much. The worse they are, the funnier they become. Yeah, she died of nut sniff. It's to this day the best one. Who was it? Someone was like, I should kill you for that one. Alright, hang on. Is that holding? Okay, it appears it's now watertight at atmospheric pressure. Don't bring up any possibility that this thing could experience more than that, and we'll be all happier for it. Move the printer? Hang on, hang on. I think I'll put on the corn mask and attempt to chug this, like, 3 ounces of water using this. I don't think I even need... I don't think all that's necessary, because, you know, the base point is moot here. I think that's holding the water well enough. If you say a joke and your friend's response isn't, I want a turbo divorce, was it a good joke? 1 bar test passed. You should tape the top. Do not move the printer. It will work perfectly. Hang on a second. Speaking of, let me move the 3D printer further back in case there's some splash damage here. Ow! That stupid nail spike thing is still there. The $70 printer? Oh, you mean this printer? I was moving the 3D printer back, because I don't want to mess with it. But you're right, we should also do everything we can to preserve the $70 printer. There's only one way to, to test the suckage. What nail spike thing? The bed of nails that I made a while ago. You were here for that, I think. Remember I sat on it? I sat on it, it got edited into a second channel video. Dower made the thumbnail, and it's a picture of my butt on the spike bed, and it has an arrow pointing at it, and it says, my ass, in bold letters. Maybe some of the finest thumbnail work of all time. That sure was something. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I'm drinking so much water because my throat hurts. Hang on 1 second. I gotta piss again, dude. my balaclava. Oh, are you fucking serious, dude? My ankle's bleeding. I actually got stabbed by that nail. Are you kidding me? This is a cursed project. This is a cursed project, man. I sat my ass on this thing. They didn't do shit. I slightly bumped it with my ankle, and now it's bleeding. Did you even wash your hands? All right. Speaking of washed, people who think that that's hilarious to type every time I piss. I'm just a fast pisser, man. You're making a fragment grenade? I'm not making a fragment grenade. Here, hang on. Let me put a Band-Aid on it. Rip Slab thinking this project will go fast. Me thinking this was a safe and quick project versus the reality of the situation. Alright. Your basement sounds like an intruder's nightmare. I have the taser sword leaning right up against the wall over here, specifically if I got a home intruder while streaming. I'm not saying it would do much to them. I'm just saying that if I saw someone running at me with it, I'd probably run. And I'm assuming they're gonna have a similar reaction. Alright, hang on a second. He pisses in the drain to save time. The bathroom is less than 10 feet away from where I sit. It's not that hard to figure out. Any of the rest of you guys not buy tissues? You just leave a roll of toilet paper to blow your nose on? Or is that one just me? Hang on. Okay, well, if this part explodes, we have a replacement at least. I want to get at least one good chug shot. Where the hell is that balaclava? I got distracted. Also, hang on. I just realized some of you guys might not even know what the taser sword is. It's this. I built this a while ago. Basically, it's a bunch of taser modules, and then a sharpened piece of steel, and then along the top, you have a bunch of... It's loud as hell, too. It's loud as hell, and it makes the air smell like ozone after, like, half a second of running it. It's maybe one of the greatest things I've ever created. It looks like a health hazard. I'm the safest man alive. I don't know what you're talking about. The real health hazard would be getting caught in a home invasion without one. Dude, where are my balaclavas? I have so many of them. They can't have all gone. They can't have all gone missing. Here's one. Here we go. They get... I had to double check to make sure it wasn't a pair of underwear. They get lost in the wash pretty easy because they're tiny. Whoa, said you catching that elemental damage also. I can only imagine a confrontation with a burglar in your household. That's a +2. Calling it the elemental damage, that is a +2, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, hang on, let's try this thing again, and then we'll try it. If it works, it's gonna have a lot of excess air to blow out, So once it blasts the water, I'll need to kind of spit it out a bit, I think. Otherwise, it's just going to waterboard me. Which, you know, some would say is not too fun. I'm still rocking the flip-flops. We're going to change that soon. It's getting out of season. We're well into fall. It's starting to get cold outside. Can a chat-controlled device fight off a home invader? I would not trust chat to defend me from anything. May this be the final message of the printer before horrible things happen to it. May it not be the final message. This might be the last message. Printer print. These are two different guys. Thought the same thing. The safety flip-flops? Exactly. Oh, hang on. Even in my corn mask, I need to wear my safety goggles, man. I don't want any shrapnel to be hitting me if it exploded. I don't think it's gonna explode. But I think the odds of it popping the bottom off is probably... It's at least, like, possible, you know? Alright, hang on a second. Just gonna hold it. It's not gonna damage the receipt printer, dude. It'll be fine. You guys worry about everything. Alright. It's like 2 ounces of water, so it won't even be that much that we're gonna chug. Alright, we're corning up in it again. This is the most I can zoom this camera out. I really can't get more of a shot than this. But see, the idea is you put this in your mouth. Ow, it's sharp. Fuck. This is the evilest stream of all time, dog. Put this in your mouth. And then... What are you doing? Put this... And then twist this on. Ha! Ha! Alright, it didn't explode that time. Ha! There wasn't that much water in it, so maybe it didn't build up. Oh, well, also the clamp's probably keeping it together. Okay, you need to, like, hold the hose in place, because it went everywhere. It launched out of my mouth like a damn rocket. Alright, hang on a second. We got some corrections to make here. Okay. The camera is wet, by the way. Hang on, wait, is it? Oh, shit, you're right, it is. Hang on a second. That's not supposed to... Oh my gosh, it's real wet. Good lord. Dude. The printer got. The printer is fine. Nice drowning device. It's not a drowning device. Looks suspiciously bong-like. It's not a bong. It's not fucking weed, you piece of shit stoner! I feel like that fucking... I feel like that every time. First clue, it's something green. Weed. It's not fucking weed! Alright. The fact that now that it's clamped together, it is not easy to, like... it's no longer easy to, like, get to. Alright, which one of these do you want to set up for the chug? Faygo Grape or Faygo Cola? Both? Cola, grape? Alright, I'm gonna put it up to a poll. Sorry, YouTube chat. To keep things simple, it's gonna be a Twitch poll. I'm sorry that they get the chat priority. Chat priority will be determined by where the most viewers lie. If the YouTube ever passes it up, the Twitch is they're gonna have a fucking meltdown, bro. They're gonna lose their mandate of heaven. Why do you hate us? I don't hate you guys. Mix them? No, I'm gonna suck it out of one thing. It doesn't need to be needlessly complicated gross, okay? Not prediction. Poll. Which Faygo? Great. Cola. 2 minutes. Go. He's gonna suck it out of one thing. I've been a YouTube Andy watching your content for so long, wanted to come here and say, hey, it reminds me of the cold ones. I take a lot of inspiration from them. AKA, I've just sometimes straight up ripped them off. Lola Mao, even Sue My Ass, Max Mofo. They're one of my favorite YouTube channels. No, it doesn't do enemas, you fucks. Why do you guys immediately try to be horny with it? You want it in your ass. Oh god, what do I do? It's one of the funniest things. It's one of the funniest videos of all time. They're calling it the generational video. I love cold ones. I hope I never meet them in real life ever. There have been very few people where I met them in real life and still thought they were as cool as when I saw them, when I just watched their stuff online, man. This is satisfying either a waterboarding kink or an inflation kink. I'm not gonna inflate like a balloon. It's just probably gonna mostly spray everywhere if I had to guess. Nice penis pump. I fucking swear, brother. Was I saying while driving earlier? Oh, someone said you got banned earlier and I thought it was real. Part of why I don't go to TwitchCon. If you go there for like a meet and greet, you'll be fine. They'll be nice. It's if you get to know someone a little too close, or if you like talk to someone that knows them well, and then they're like, yeah, actually this person sucks. It's like, oh man. Dude, I thought they were cool. Ruzy, thank you for the 3 months. Starry Mountain, thank you for the 2 months. I vote with money. Grape. Well, luckily, Grape won regardless. Thank you for the $5. DJ Ace of Spades, thanks for the fresh prime. I feel like I'm about to watch a live leak. It's not a live leak video, and don't say that. You're gonna get me in trouble. Alright, grape it is. Grape drink. This is the Drowns You machine. It's not the Drowns You machine. I can see my reflection in the curvature of this while I'm defending my use of this foul device, and I look like the Adam Driver bait image, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, this is hard to tell you what I'm doing here. I'm putting a straw in the Faygo, and I'm sucking through this. Is there like a siphon effect coming? Because it's kind of working. That's crazy how well that worked. Look at that. That's like half full of Faygo. That's like a considerable amount of Faygo, actually. That's a lot. I wanted to get a little pre-taste. That is so sweet. That's crazy. It's been a while since I had Faygo. I used to drink this a lot in college. Faygo and Shasta Cola, baby. Why, you ask? Because that shit was cheap as hell. It was ludicrously cheap. This was so much... It was so much easier to fill it like that than it was like any of that other bullshit I was trying, man. Remember to yell whoop whoop before you chug to get the blessing of the juggalos. I think I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need the blessing of the juggalos before I chug this. Juggalos might be the only real counterculture. Because they're so, like... I've never seen media depict them as anything other than horrible. Yet, there's like a lot of them. It's maybe the most genuine counterculture of all time. The Stars and Stripes soda used to be the go-to for college punch. Yeah, they have the gigantic bottles, right? That shit's awesome. It's crazy that they have that. Alright, I'm backing the camera up more. I was a little upset that, like, my head is barely in frame. If I was, like, a normal-ass face cam streamer, right? And I just had I wanted to have my head in frame as much as possible, it'd be hard because my head is, like, in the rafters of the basement whenever I'm standing up. Face reveal right now. Too bad. Corn time. Getting a face reveal because I have to rip off the corn mask due to getting fucking waterboarded would be funny, but I wouldn't be too happy about it. Alright. Grape Soda Mega Chug. Hi, welcome back to Badlands Chugs. This is the Grape Soda Mega Chug. We got like 500 milliliter or so. We got at least a pint of grape soda in the pressure chamber here. We're gonna set up our little CO2 cartridge on top for a speed chug. Let's see how this works. I predict it's gonna end with me getting soda sprayed all over myself, but we'll see if we can maintain the chug. It does kind of look like a bong, I'm not gonna lie. I'm realizing, like, the clamp though, that's a nice handle. Without this, it would be a little unwieldy. Alright, hang on. CO2 in. Alright. Alright, whoop whoop. Wow! What the? How much did I made it down, do you think? I feel like I just got a tube shoved down my throat. That was like that's like a direct injection of soda. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? It's like, it's cold, too. Well, it does work. It actually works a lot better than you can't name the clip that. Holy shit. I feel like I got it feels like it shoved the rubber hose down my throat. Motherfucker just inhaled, so it didn't go into my lungs. I was prepared for it, so I didn't have, you know, I had my throat set to esophagus and not lung. Holy shit, and I'm covered in Faygo. Is the grape in your nose, though? Yeah, it was starting. It is kind of in my nose, I'm not gonna lie. How's the breathing? I'm fine. That, like, got pumped straight into my stomach for, like, half a second. Before I just stopped. Do water to wash off the Faygo. Holy shit. I gotta sell this to a juggalo, man. This thing's probably worth, like, I don't know. It's probably worth, like, at least 6 Faygos. You know the word? It's not a whippet. It's CO2. Also, I gotta say, the CO2 decompressing is cold. And it literally, like, makes the Faygo cold. It feels like it. It feels like it makes it cold. Oh my gosh, dude. I'd say that was a success, right? Would you guys say that was a success? I guess I'll leave it to y'all to make that. It works! There's more than you could say about a lot of the things I build. I'm hosing it off so I can lay it on the desk without it getting Faygo everywhere. It looks awesome, too. I'm amazed how much of it went in. It was like it wasn't a full liter. It was like probably 3/4 of a, oh my gosh. Ugh. I feel like I need to burp, but I can't for some reason. The intended effect was waterboarding? Hang on, wait. What did the clip look like? I wasn't quite watching the feed or anything, you know? If the call would go down easier. You should send this to ICP. Yeah, I know that they spray it on... they like, go crazy with it. Alright, hang on. Alright, it really does look like a fucking bong with how the, like, CO2 tank sticks out of the side, like... Wait, I'm watching it back, I'm fucking coughing, and it's like, it's coughing out the fucking, like the cold, fog from the CO2 can. That's awesome. It's a classic bong pose while you're using it. I know, right? It emptied so it was like a second. It blasted the whole thing in like a second. It was half a second of soda, the rest of CO2 vapor. You inhaled liquid? No, I didn't. I didn't inhale liquid. I mean, I knew it was coming, so it wasn't like unexpected, you know. It's crazy strong. I am impressed at how I was like, I'm kind of afraid this is gonna be disappointing. Because I've done other stuff where I'm like, this is gonna be so strong. I remember I built the infant guillotine back in the day. I don't know who remembers this. And I had a 120 PSI tank hooked up to a tube running through it. And the idea was that I had this like cheap baby doll and it had a tube running through the head. And the idea was it was gonna be like an Addams Family looking like when it chops it, it would spray fake blood everywhere, like in this absolute like egregious way. That was how I pictured it in my head. And then I did it, and it was just like it was barely anything, and I was so disappointed. And I was like, okay, this has a lot higher pressure than that. I was thinking of that while I was making this. It's like, this little CO2 can's got a lot more potential energy in it, I think. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. Because when I ran them with the beer chiller, this lasts like 1 second at full tilt. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna be enough to like fill and displace this. Turns out, no, it's actually like more than enough. And it goes fucking insane. The RGB, yeah, the gamer RGB baby guillotine. Yeah, this one's closer to 2,000 PSI. I don't know what exactly these are energized to. It's 12 grams of CO2. You can calculate it if you figure out the size. It doesn't say like what the base pressure is though. But a big pressurized tank is typically 2 to 3K PSI. You have a whipped cream maker? I do not. I do not have a whipped cream maker. If you made the cylinder a bit wider, it would probably deliver it a bit slower. Nah, I think this is literally perfect. This is... If I find myself at another tailgate, I'm bringing this. Unironically, this is great. This is a great invention. This is a great invention. You can fucking shotgun a beer in 1 second. It's enough for like 14 paintballs. Yeah, usually these are paintball guns. They barely last any time at all. We'll have to see a beer in there. You know what? Hang on a second. Do I have a Miller Lite? An ice cold Miller Lite? They're 850 PSI. Okay, so a little more powerful than what we were dealing with before. Get this shit on Amazon before AliExpress copies it. This is gonna be sick. I'm predicting hardly any of the beer makes it in. Maybe I'm being pessimistic here. Also, there's still grape Faygo in here. I guess I can wash that out real fast. I need to have like a valve on here. The only change I would make is adding a little valve that lets you draw in from this. That's the only thing that I think is like a legitimate change to be able to bring this to a tailgate. They'll wash it out. No, it's better if I wash it out. I know that you guys are like, no, it's funnier if it's gross. But like, visually, it's gonna make the beer look dark. Sorry, I'm being a loser. Okay, you know what? Actually, I can't get it all out without fully taking it apart. So you're right. You get your way. It will not be fully... It doesn't even matter that the seal isn't perfect because it empties itself so fast. It, like, doesn't have time to think. It's kind of epic. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to, before this one goes in the sponsored YouTube video, I might have to get a little permission for this. Holy shit. That is that is way less beer than there was Faygo. Hang on, wait. Maybe this will. Okay. This is the innovation. This is the innovation we were looking for in college, man. Finally. Finally, the Mega Chug. Two beers? I'm coming off of a sickness right now, okay? I don't want to, like, throw up. Because it would hurt my throat. Also, because it would count as self-harm and get me in trouble with Twitch.tv. Perhaps. Perhaps. Now, when you start leaving CO2 canisters all over, if you brought this somewhere, they would think that you're doing whippets. Which are maybe the lost potential here, just FYI. Why did the camera freeze? Did you see that? Did anyone else see the camera just like froze? Alright, hang on. Stream lagged? That was like local. That wasn't even Twitch. That's weird. That don't happen too often. Twitch is on to you. Oh, the audio froze too. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't know that. Alright, well, better not fucking do that while I'm chugging. Anyway, back to chugging beer. Dude, this is innovation. This is tailgate innovation, the likes of which has not been seen in decades. And I'm not kidding. Alright, hang on. Let me put my safety glasses on real fast. You know, not to be too safe, but I'd rather not lose an eye if my pressure vessel decides to misbehave, you know? Alright, CO2 cartridge here. Not nitrous, it's CO2. Drop that in here and prime the, alright. And then, yeah, bottoms up, bros. Alright, let's see. Oh, that'll wake you up. What the fuck? That felt like more. I think it's because it's so carbonated. That was like, it felt like it was so much more liquid. What the fuck? There's not, this is like a challenge. If you can chug that without spilling any, you are like crazy. I don't know what you're doing, man. Holy shit. baby. Ugh. The chug she tells you not to worry about. Why are you guys titling them all like this? Why are you titling them all like that? Okay, hang on. Dude, I'm gonna have to shower again after this fucking stream. Alright, well, this thing's a fucking beast. All I need to do is work on the fill spout. That's like the only, just having like a little three-way valve or something. You could, okay, if I added this would allow you to like adjust the intensity of the inrush as well. But I kind of like that it's just all at once. Energy drinks in this would go crazy. It would like, it would blast it straight into your cranium, man. You're crazy. Get a load of this guy. Yo, Locke, thanks for the 500 bits. It's Panther, thank you for the fresh prime. Invention works, chug game is weak. Shut the fuck up! Thank you for the $5, Anthony. This fight, Gale, thank you for the $2. This is how you get pneumonia. Only if it gets into your lungs. I'm being careful not to do that. I'm coughing because it's going down my throat, and then when I'm like, I have to clear it out so that I can breathe, you know? Especially, like, with the soda a little, but with the beer especially, with all the foam. But I didn't get liquid in my lung, if that's what you're worried about. Alamus, thank you for the 3 months. Let Fago rain upon the workshop. Augreal, thank you for the 5 Canadians. Sunshine the Pitbull, thank you for the gift sub. And, Bannerad Dreams, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate you, brother. Holy shit, dude. Is the shoe nice machine? Don't compare this glorious machine. Don't be tainting my wonderful creation. This thing rocks, though. This is it. This is maybe one of the best things I've ever built. It does what it's supposed to do so well. So much. Maybe it's just because I had low expectations. It does what it's supposed to do so much better than I ever would have expected it to be, okay? And it looks awesome, too. It looks great. It works great. I'm so proud of this thing. I'm proud of it because I'm like, dude, this... Someone would buy this. This is one of the few things that I've made on this stream where I'm like, someone would, like, buy this thing. For a stupid reason. The V2 would go... Dude, I kind of want to, like, improve upon it. It's pretty great as is. I'm going to throw the 3D print files up in the Discord. Remind me if I forget to throw them in after the stream's over. I'm going to throw the 3D print files in the Discord afterward, though. And then I hope I remember this. I want to put them in the description of the YouTube video so that people can download and make this themselves. The acrylic tube, it's a 100... I believe it's a 100 millimeter outer diameter tube. I can get the link for that too. It's on Amazon. And it's just cut in half and then the two halves of this. Just in case anyone wants to make their own. The beer monster would buy it. Need a valve for the CO2 canister and the ability to clean it. The ability to clean it's pretty important. No way I'm printing this thing out. What are you talking about? And if you print it out, you should use a bamboo printer. The sponsor of today's video, really. But I guess also stream, since I've gassed them up. Here's the thing, man. I've been gassing bamboo for free for the last year or so because I've had their other printer. This time I'm just excited that they wanted to work with me because I like what they make. You're weird, we love you. I'm glad you're here, Max Overdrive. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You don't have to come in here on your birthday. I hope you have a great day. That's why I get you in advance. Thank you, Bamboo. Very cool. I'm going to ask them, can I put me drinking a beer with this in the final video? And hopefully they're down with it, because it's awesome. You know? We'll see, we'll see. Let me find, okay, I think we've done... Robot Meat, thank you for the raid. Sorry, we're actually about to raid out. We're at the end of our stream here. We built this amazing instant chugging device. Oh, Electric Cube, thank you for the gift sub to Spilled Beer. I appreciate ya. Let's find someone to raid real fast. Okay, hang on, I'm going through my list, Shbop-bop-bop-ba-da. Let's see. Holy shit. I need to flush my system out. They'd earn so much respect if they did. I think it'd be pretty understandable if they're like, nah, son. But it is awesome. Alright, hang on. I'm just trying to find... What do you guys... Let's see. None of my usual raid targets are live. So let's see if there's someone else that... I'm trying to evaluate who the best person to head into is. Lots to go down the list. Now, what's Aethel doing tonight? Is he ending stream? I think he's ending stream. He's on what looks like an ending screen. Unfortunate. What I missed? It's the first stream. You missed. I'm sorry. You missed a lot. We built the Mega Chug device, and it worked beautifully. He just ended. Shit. I never get to raid him. Never get to raid him. Ding dang it. Thanks for the stream. Happy to see you. Happy and proud of work. Thank you. You missed the stream, brother. Bro missed everything. Was that like TikTok is like the picture of the baby that's like, bro missed literally everything. Bro is 0 years old. Bro missed peak Fortnite. Bro missed every major event. That's him right now. Oi, oi. Let's watch Bloom. What's Bloom doing? Is he ending? No, he's only been in here an hour. He's a retro gamer. He always plays on original hardware. He's kind of cool. He's kind of cool, I say. I played Mahjong with him like 2 years ago on stream, and I wanted to fucking stab his ass. But other than that, you know, he's a pretty cool dude. Bloom is lovely. He is. He's a chill dude. Aye. Good night, good night. Alright, tomorrow, assuming that I don't, like, wake up with advanced pneumonia, tomorrow, we're gonna be making... Did any of you guys see the tweet of the person who's, like... This was, like, a couple weeks ago, but it got delayed because of TwitchCon. Please understand. Did any of you guys see the tweet of the person who was, like, thank God I was born in South Africa, and they're cooking up a big pot of what looks like a green goop witch's cauldron, and everyone is like, dog, this is the worst looking food of all time. I have meticulously researched, found the dish, found the ingredients, imported them to the US, and I am going to try to make that dish tomorrow, and we're gonna see if it's as nasty as it looks, or if it's a pleasant surprise. So I'll see you guys then. That should be a great time. I hope you guys have a great night. Good night, good night, goodbye, goodbye. 6 p.m. by the way. Buy the plushie. Okay, Twitch is gone. Twitch is gone. But YouTube. Let's just say you guys are still here. Buy the plushie. It's the last day. It's over, it's gone. And then you can never get it again. I'll stop my shilling. Wait, we're too many layers of shilling. I was reading super chats and stuff like half the stream. It was a sponsor stream and I'm shilling my plush. We got bro fell off. He's only asking for money now. Sorry, there's been a lot of backlog stuff. We are getting on the sponsor season. So those of you that are the YouTube video enjoyers, like, a lot of sponsored videos are going to be in November and December just because that's the time of year where everyone wants to run ads because it's Christmas time, baby. But I got so many fun projects coming up. So, you know, stay tuned for those. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be co-streaming here at 7 p.m. as usual. So goodbye. Can't believe bro fell off. I need an ending screen. I realize why they have one. It's because the chat delay makes it so it ends at random times for me. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I need like a theme song to play. Alright, and then I can fade this in, and then fade you guys out. Come on, bro, load in. I tried to load it on YouTube, it's taking, like, forever. You're really ruining my flow here, dog. Come on. Lock in. Let's go. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. This is gonna kill me, brother.